Where did you guys put it?
I've not even seen that in days.
It was always here, and I'm sure it's between Jensen and Abiba. Time for clash of the supporters. Somebody said, stop this hand wave. You they mad.
I don't think it's
Look for it. Ask Jensen. Do you check all here properly?
this place?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The floor there. Check among those clothes.
I checked. It's colored.
What's that?
It's colored.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Maybe anything.
Bring that one too. I'll be managing it for now. It also came with that thing now, Abi.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. A back scratcher. Ah, man. Oh, no. Clash of the supporters, guys. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that, my gist. Okay. So, good morning, everyone, wherever in the world that you are in. Daddy Freeze, please stop insulting people's parents. If someone says something, address the person. Some people, there's nothing to address in them, so just address them and their parents. You two stop saying nonsense. If you don't want Daddy Freeze to tackle your parents, behave yourself. All right, guys, clash of the supporters time. I don't have a cold. I just have these annoying allergies. Look at this one. Fun 26292 says, man, you look sick. Oh, yeah, I look sick. Have you taken a look at your DP? You little twisted. Let me just rapture you. Make I not tell you what's in my mind. Because the thing where they worry you, na genetical, congenital problem where you inherit. Really. Maybe it's even hay fever. I don't know. But there's no hay in Nigeria. So how can you have hay fever in Nigeria when there's no hay? So, guys, clash of the supporters. Bongo, bongo, banga. Hello, everyone. All right, guys. So, let's go. I'm so sorry, okay. All right. So, who goes first? Speakers are Team Obi, African, Bongoli. Oh, team leaders. Today is going to be special. Teams, support your leaders with buying stars. Now, let me bring them live. First. Musti. Diary. And Bongo. Okay. It's even good I have the team leaders now, so I can even talk to them one-on-one.
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Anytime Priye wants to come live, she go fine. my husband will come, they hungry all of us, including Mo.
Hi, Musti.
Hi.
But, oh, wife. Oh, wow. Hey, you know those exotic African, we be like Oyinbo. You know Africans, we be like Oyinbo. Where you know on Africa. Oh.
Now, wow, Daddy Freeze, you're whining me.
Good luck.
Mo, how are you feeling today? Waiting, do you? I hope so no be COVID.
My brother, I just landed Nigeria. First of all, I met to death. My best friend's in-law wife's younger brother died. So I went for the burial. You know the Muslim thing, we go and pray and go and bury the next day, fever. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better though. I'm back in Nigeria now.
Okay. All right. Thank God.
We all try to you.
Sorry,
So,
I didn't hear you.
I said we all try to out to you.
Yeah, it was terrible. I know we just kicked off our campaign yesterday. So my voice is crazy.
So I needed to make out that someone called me the other day and said, Daddy Freeze, what you are doing is not fair. You are organizing a debate, but then you have already taken a side. So, Daddy Freeze, you cannot be obedient and be doing Clash of the Support. So, I have one. And sadly, I would rather keep the energy that we have where people are actually able to talk about their principles and the people they believe in and create a forum for us to share, and then relate my own obedience in favor of spreading love through discussion, debate, dialogue. I'm glad that our leaders here get along very well, because I'm also in their group and I see them going back and forth. We also have some teething problems, and I'm going to try to address it. Guys, remember, when you are doing basketballs, don't take it personal. All of you, the three of you, don't take it, don't insult each other. Pass your, I like the way Mo, out of all of us, and Team Atiku, I like the way they play their shots. Bongoli and Timobi, they carry the bazooka come live. Bola, bola, bola. So if they quick, the policy they quick hit up. Because Timobi no go green and Bongoli no go green. So at the end of the day, it go turn big. So let's be careful with our choice of words. Let's not be insultive. Not only me get the right to insult. So anybody where you want me can insult. At my work, I get my talent. So Nigerians are angry. The only way to solve the anger is by voting. Get your PVC. If you like, you are angry in your house. There is nothing your anger can solve. Ojuto pon run or cigar. Now Yoruba code. Musti, you know Yoruba now?
Yeah.
Bongoli, Priye, do you speak Yoruba?
Not really, but I understand mostly, yeah.
Understand what I said? Ojuto pon.
Na Lagos girl na. Na Lagos girl. Na Jagaban girl. Na Jagaban girl. Na Jagaban girl. Omo wa non. Omo wa non.
Ojuto pon cigar. Say, I wear red, no feel light cigar. You understand? So the only thing we feel light cigar na lighter or matches or fire. So if you want light your cigar and you no get fire, you dey waste your time. So no be say you go day house dey vex. Go and make sure you have PVC. Go and make sure you are able to vote. Then this forum also allows us to rub minds and exchange. Peter Obi people go talk one thing, Atiku people go talk. And I've noticed one thing, and I have to say this because I sit down with people and discuss. Just as Peter Obi, they do rally, they shut everywhere down. Atiku too do rally, shut everywhere down. Tinubu do rally, the other they shut everywhere down. So if you think there's only one candidate for the whole of Nigeria, you're fooling yourself. I see Atiku rally, I've forgotten what place was. I was like, Atiku get these kind of people for this country. I weak. Then MC Oluomo carry Pasuma, carry any other bad ones. They walk the whole road lock for Lagos. I seem like say people talk, say Tinubu sick. Where all these people come from? Then Peter Obi do one for Akwa Ibom, shut down. So at the end of the day, you guys need to understand that nobody is going to have a victory in this Nigeria is going to sit at home and cross his leg and win. If Peter Obi wants to win, he has to walk. If Atiku has to win, he has to walk. If Tinubu wants to win, he has to walk. So there's no automatic win for anybody unless that win is on Twitter. But as long as that win requires normal votes, that candidate has work. So choose your candidates, choose your representatives, support your team. On Clash of the Supporters, we are here to have fun. That is why I don't have winners. But the moment campaign starts, we are going to select a team who will be determining the winners of each show. And I want 2 recommendations from each of you. Panel of judges. 2 recommendations from each of you, so it will be fair. Bongoli, pick your 2 judges. Priye, your 2 judges. Musti, your 2 judges. Then me too, I will look for 2 judges. And then the judges will be represented by one person who will come and give the verdict on the debate. Right now, up until now, we've not had a winner for the debate. The public decides. But the public is going to vote. But my problem with the public is they will just vote the same person. So the judges, when they come and they say, okay, this week, Team Atiku won. Why? They will give reasons at the end of the show. Or maybe for the next show, we start with verdict from last show's panel of judges report. Are you guys comfortable with that?
Yes, that should work. That looks like a good process. So yeah.
Good. To support
And we may modify it, and I would suggest that maybe a Team Obi, Team Asiwaju, Team Atiku pick 2 people or each from different camps. So I'll pick a Team Obi person and I'll pick a Team Atiku person. That will be the judge. And likewise like that. So we can balance it out. And then also the moderator is also involved.
However,
yes, moderator being involved also.
Do
yes, sir.
Among yourselves. Remember, I'm only your spokesperson. I do not at any point interfere in your decision making, and you guys are aware of that.
Yeah.
I allow you, each of you, to come to me and complain one by one. I try to see how I can manage situations here and there, but I want you guys to have the freedom, because it is your show. It is just my channel, and my own show inside this is the Star Wars. That's my own inside. The rest belongs to you guys. So now, big shout out to you, Musti. The day you people did not come to debate, you won Star Wars.
Yeah, I saw that.
You have not sent me your poster.
No, apologies. Really, I had these issues, and I think I apologize for that. But I think we will send it. We'll always bring Star Wars. At the end of the day, the whole, shut up.
But Tinubu people that won, though.
What?
Last week it was Tinubu people that won Star Wars, though.
Yeah, because Daddy Prince. Sorry, 1 minute. 1 minute. If we keep winning all the time, it looks as if something is happening.
Yeah,
so
okay.
sometimes we have to give room. And big shout out to Black Mentor. Black Mentor is an articulated person. A big shout out. Whether we're there or we're not there, Black Mentor is always holding down the fort. So sometimes we have to give room for Asiwaju and Obi. Let them just win something. That's just fair.
Obi people now on a turn this week, no be like cheating. Obi people just want to gather on our stars. This week now on a week. I don't they push for now because it usually is one after the other. I don't know how magically it happens. So I think we don't win that. So this week, back to back, we have 3 posters. And we have Atiku's expired poster that they are supposed to put, Tinubu's last week poster that up till now they've not sent, and then hopefully at Peter Obi's poster that would be sent. How do you buy stars for Star Wars? Very, very easy. Make I tell you this party. They sweep me for body. You see, go to your Facebook page. If you don't have Facebook, please open. When you get to your Facebook page, top right corner, just type in the search bar Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. One funny looking half Oyinbo guy will appear. You will see that yellow background with suit. Click on him. This is what we show. Verified handle, 725,000 followers. You will know say na me is verified. Scroll down, you will see today's video. You can see me with cap. That's me. Right? Click on the video. Is verified. You see, once you click on the video, scroll down somewhere along the left, you will see a little bar, how to buy stars. Click on it and you see the options right there. So Star Wars have officially started. Is Team Obi, Team Atiku, or Team Tinubu going to win this week? Last week, Team Obi gave Team Tinubu a very hard time. And I'm so happy this week. It's not like anything, but Black Mentor no day. So this is Black. But you know where Black Mentor wicked reach? For that conference where they go come to mentor now go back to the conference. So PO supporters, there was one last week, there was one guy that was just steady on the grind for Tinubu, steady. And that's the guy that made sure they got the win. Big shout out. Hey, Black Mentor wife don't come. And the day conference. So
But please, I told you now. You see, Team Atiku, we're not worried. Black Mentor has just look. Black Mentor is whether he's in space doing a conference, he will buy stars for Moon. No problem. Don't worry. I'm not worried. We'll buy it.
Daddy Freeze. Maybe the Atiku people, maybe they've not refunded that 20-30 million that they were returning the other day. Was it not last week or 2 weeks ago? Have you returned your house allowance? Have you returned your house allowance?
Nice one. I'm coming to you. Nice one, Bongoli. I'm coming on. Don't worry. I'm coming for you.
There's plenty.
No problem. We're on tonight.
That's why they are using money to buy stars. They have not returned the money yet. Wike is calling you. Wike is coming for you. Wike is coming for you.
Lady Nantoma, Black Mentor's wife, is here. Somebody has already wants to pay for his wife to attend your seminar. So I'll get in touch with you and let you know how that rolls. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have about 1 hour to clash this. I want this to be mature. I want our Gbasgbos to be sweet. I want the listening public to have fun. And I want each of your principles to be and justly, can I say supported?
Represented.
Presented. I don't the old. That's what I was looking for. Represented. Now, I am also going to select somebody to moderate. So if your mama no teach you for house, you go learn for my life. They will yank you out of this life if you are rude. Do not insult Bongoli. Do not insult Atiku. Do not insult Peter Obi. If Peter Obi is doing well and you like it, say, hey. If Bongoli is doing well and you like it, say, ha. If you don't like what they are saying, don't go and say, Mumu Bongoli. Or these Peter Obi people no get sense. No. Let us learn how to be civil. We can either have a successful election last year or burn the whole country down. The option is yours. So without further ado, we are about to kickstart Clash of the Supporters. Who is going to win Star Wars this year? I mean, this evening or this morning? Go to Facebook to buy stars. And when you buy the stars, indicate your team. It's very easy for me. I will just count. No bitterness or love. Whatever any of them say that you don't like, be polite in your criticism. Be polite in your criticism. And guys, over to you two. Don't jump at each other. Bongoli, sometimes your tongue. Remember praying a woman, and women get license from God, get mouth. And man no fit fight woman, so she go just respond anyhow, and me I no go fit enter the matter. So everybody, let's respectfully pass our points across, and at the end of the day, and please stop sending camp that you don't like threat. Bongoli shared some stuff with me. He said people they threaten her. What kind of nonsense with that? These your candidates. They all sit down and drink beer together. Just remember that. And whoever wins, the other two will sit down with him and drink beer. Just know. So, una want kill yourself on top people where at the end of the day go still give themselves contract. Because nobody can run Nigeria alone. Whoever wins will have to involve the other people as compensation, make everything just be okay. So please, Yoruba people say, ento fe pare lori owo to ri he, ento ti sonu lowo enko. Say you want to kill yourself on top money where you see for floor. The person who lost the money, what's he making do? So make we not carry another matter for another man matter for head. No drink Panadol for another person's problem. Let us, at the end of the day, create a space for love. And me, I'm just preaching today. I'm in a preaching mood. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're about to kickstart Clash of the Supporters. Team by my left and ladies first, we have Team Peter Obi, supported by Diary of a Canadian Mom, aka the beautiful Priye. Under me directly, Mo Mustafa, supporting Team Atiku Abubakar. And next to him, our very good friend and brother, the troublesome Bongo, who we all I can't wait to hear from. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no need to roll the dice. Let the drama begin. So 5 minutes each. Everyone's going to have a 5-minute time limit. And who starts first? Who goes second? So we're starting with Peter Obi and ending with Atiku. So I also have a question I'll be throwing to you guys, a question you guys know nothing about. I always try to do so in the middle of the debate to spur you guys on. So 3, 2, 1. What's the topic again for today?
Today's topic is who will win the 2023 general elections. And it's just an overview of, trying to tell our candidates basically, and touching on topics too as well that we've done in the past. So it's a broad topic, yeah.
Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5-minute time limit. I'm starting, and there is indeed a clock. I'm starting with Team Peter Obi. Your 5 minutes starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Daddy Freeze and my co-debaters. It's good to see we have all come this far this election period. This week's topic is who will win next year's election. So I will tell you Peter Obi will win landslide next year's election, but I'll give you reasons why. Let's start by saying good governance is a process of measuring how public institutions conduct public affairs and manage resources, and do so without abuse and corruption, with due regard to the rule of law. Now, it's a process of, in this context, decision-making for the people on all levels, international, national, and local level. And in Nigeria's case, we're speaking on a national level regarding Peter Obi's candidacy. Now, the impunity of the current political class is unimaginable. We have 20 million out-of-school children. We have students in our tertiary institutions at home for almost a year. And then we have a cartel behind oil theft that does tell us that, oil has been siphoned for the past 9 years undetected by our Navy or our Marine Guards, even though we know that there were efforts to install fiber optics on pipelines years ago that were held back because they want to keep stealing our resources. Now, the audacity to field these indicted candidates and proudly sell them to Nigeria right now is an insult to us and our national interest, considering the current state of the nation. I know many Nigerians listening to me are tired of the norm, and really we just want to defeat this Stockholm syndrome where there's this good relationship between your very abusers that are putting you deeper and deeper into an abyss. Now, Peter Obi has a 7-point agenda, which includes securing and uniting Nigeria, legal institutional reforms, human capital development, physical infrastructure, strengthening foreign policy, diverting from oil dependency, and food security. His top priorities on getting into office will be production-centered growth for food security and export. So we want to find ourselves in a situation where we can now be exporting as opposed to being an import-dependent nation. Securing and uniting Nigeria, effective legal and institutional reforms, and leapfrogging Nigeria from oil to the fourth industrial revolution. Now, the Obi Dati ticket offers a brand of transformative, purposeful, streamlined, responsive, effective, and less transactional leadership, as opposed to what we have now. Peter Obi will win the coming elections because he's the only candidate that has support across the board, around the nation. Peter Obi is a true nationalist, and his antecedents speak for him. He's the only person engaging with the common man and has clearly identified Nigeria's current problems. His support is organic, and it has grown across all 6 geopolitical zones in the country. People listening to me all know where to cast their votes, and they are boldly stating it. Peter Obi has a clean public and private sector record, and his performance levels are above average. Reputable polls like the Bloomberg and platforms like The Economist have predicted him as the winner of next year's election. There's no match for Peter Obi, and I'm optimistic that the youth, who make up the majority of the electorate in the upcoming elections, are ready for transformation and probably will not shut up for anybody. So here's my take on this. Peter Obi will win because he is the voice of the people. Thank you.
Okay, 4 minutes. All right. Bongo Lee, you saw how she kept to time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, over to Bongo Lee. Una never begin buy stars. Oh, go to Facebook to buy stars. Star Wars don't start. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Bongo Lee, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
3, 2, 1, and the floor is yours.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you all very much. My name is Ayodeji Bakare. I am advocating for my principal, which is Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. But before I go ahead, I would like for us to observe a moment of silence for the Nigerians that passed away due to the flooding that has been going on in over 80% of the states in Nigeria due to the Lagdo Dam that was released in Cameroon, climate changes in River Niger and River Benue, overflowing its banks and the torrential rainfall. May their souls continue to rest in peace.
Amen.
Now, let us talk about the current state of Nigeria. So a couple of, 2 days ago, the President Muhammadu Buhari, submitted the budget for about 20.52 trillion naira. And when you do a breakdown of that budget for 2023, you see that that budget is about 50% deficit. We have to do a debt financing of about 3.75 trillion naira. And also, we have to borrow about 8 trillion naira. Why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this because we see that we need revenue. We need to generate revenue. And which other person do we know on planet Earth that has been able, through its templates, been able to increase the internally generated revenue of Lagos State from 1999 to 2021 to the tune of 7,400%. Turned Lagos State around into becoming the 5th largest economy in Africa. Turned Lagos State to over 30% of Nigeria's GDP and about 60% in its non-oil GDP. Guys, whenever anybody asks you, why are you supporting Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu? It is just 4 words. Tell them, Lekki Free Trade Zone. Very simple. And just end the conversation there. You know why? Because Lekki Free Trade Zone, when it is fully functional, up and running, will generate a revenue to Nigeria as a whole to the tune of about over $200 billion. What about job creation? Over 171,000 jobs, directly and indirectly. Then indirectly is unsurmountable. Now, just today, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, just got approval to build an airport in Lekki. So you can imagine, looking at the Lekki Free Trade Zone, looking at that part of Nigeria that was fallow. And you guys can go on YouTube right now or go look at pictures right now when Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu was taking was there with the former president Obasanjo, where they cut the ribbon of Lekki Free Trade Zone. Now look at what Lekki Free Trade Zone is today. Why am I bringing all of this out here to you guys? I'm bringing all of this out there to you guys because if he can do it in Lagos, he can do it for Nigeria. Nigeria, though, has the potential, but Nigeria is a very poor nation because of our revenue generation. So if you give an Asiwaju in Nigeria, imagine what he will do with Nigeria. Remember, people are moving away from oil. And he was able to take Lagos State's IGR to those heights, take his GDPs to those heights. Look at infrastructure, for example. You have rails, light rails coming into Lagos. Imagine light rails in all the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Guys, let's not miss Asiwaju. Asiwaju is a known job creator. He creates millions of jobs directly and indirectly. That last man that disturbs you is Asiwaju that created that last man. That last Sepa, that last Ra, that Lamata, that Kai. That is how you create jobs, you generate jobs, so you build your revenue. That it is actually oblivious to some certain candidates. I will not mention their name yet. You know. So I think with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that Asiwaju is the best man for the job. I yield my time now. Thank you.
Very well, and within the time frame. Thank you very much. You guys both did 4 minutes plus. Over to Team Atiku Abubakar, but not before I announce some Star Wars results. Toyinpreneur for Asiwaju dropped 500 stars, and she was winning until Olumuyiwa Omole for Team Obi bought 530 stars. So with 30 stars, Obi is leading. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars is on and Peter Obi is in the lead. Maintain it to people know they hear word, they go enter now. Over to you, Atiku. I will never see your hand for Star Wars, but make I see your hand more, my very good friend and brother. 3, 2, 1, and your time is counting.
Good morning, everyone. I will start by saying that when I listen to Tinubu, I start to wonder, is Nigeria a Lagos state? It's so funny when people attribute, when the Bola Ahmed Tinubu team attribute the success of Lagos, per se, in quote unquote, to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's funny, but anyways, I will take that topic later. We're talking about who's going to win the 2023 election. We're talking about strategy. How do you win the election? You all know you're coming to call numbers and figures and train stations. Doesn't make any sense to anybody. How do we win the election? How do your country win the election? It's not about giving figures. First of all, you have to talk about structure. What structure do we have? Each of our candidates. Structure is number one. So you have to understand the trajectory of politics. What is the structure? How do you win this election? What do you have? What have you created? What is your party doing? Is it about the party? Is it about the candidate? So now I would like to say that Atiku Abubakar, by the special grace of God, by the special grace of God, not by his doing, but by the special grace of God, he's going to be the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, Atiku has never been a governor. I mean, he won the election, but he never became a governor. So when we are talking about the election, we're talking about presidential election, not gubernatorial election. So when I hear people like Bongoli talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, free trade zone and all that, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's not Lagos. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has his time. He did his governorship, he left. So if you are talking about where the IG of Lagos is today, it's not Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's not governor of Lagos State. So why do you guys always attribute the success of Lagos, per se, quote unquote, to Bola Ahmed Tinubu? I mean, it's a joke. It's like telling me today that you're saying that Atiku did this and did that. Atiku was president from 1999 2007, vice president. So if anything that PDP has done or any past government has done within the party, it's not Atiku. So you can't tell me now that because I committed a crime or I did something good, then you now attribute it to my children and carry forward to my children. That's what you guys are saying. So how do you win? How do you win the election? That's what we're talking about. You come here to quote. I'm not here today to come and quote figures. When the time comes, we'll quote those figures. You understand? You're always saying Bola Tinubu. They always say Bola Tinubu. Obi did this. Obi was governor. He created IGR and that. How do you win election? That's the most important thing. And you guys can see what's happening now. Obi has their rallies. Atiku had their rally. The list of the rallies that happened to show that you have the capacity is the APC campaign team. It shows that people are tired of the APC government. How can you tell me today that what's happening in Nigeria by this present government that was created by the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and you are telling me to now vote Nigerians to go and vote for the same APC that's putting on this crisis? I mean, does it make any sense to anybody? Really? So as far as I'm concerned, we're going to go into technicalities further up. I'm just introducing this sector that, look, the next president of Nigeria, inshallah, is Atiku Abubakar. And we are not here, as I said, if you look at what we've been doing, all our campaign from day one, we don't play dirty politics. I've said this from day one. We are not, the Atiku team, we don't play dirty politics. We go to the point. How do we win this election? What do we need to do? What are the issues? You know, how can we be progressive? How do we go forward, not going backwards? So I'm only touching on the APC thing. APC people, stop attributing the success of Lagos to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu did ACN and left. Other governors came and did that. When you're talking about success of Lagos, if you look at what, what's his name, the present minister of works, what's his name again, Fashola. The same Fashola had issues with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he decided that he wanted to even go to Labour Party. And we know what Fashola did for Lagos State. Where he took Lagos State, where he got Lagos from, and how the level he took it to. Is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu? The same people that were having issues with, that they were not talking. So please stop attributing Lagos State to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not Lagos State. I yield my time now. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody was 4 minutes plus. Wow, you guys are good with time today. So we're moving over to rebuttals, but not before I announce some Star Wars where they sweet me now. I don't already bring out my calculator. Tosin Lawrence, 550 stars for Team Obi. Kemezie Ifena, 530 stars for Obi. Flavor Flakes, 530 stars, but she no talk. Olumuyiwa Omole, 530 stars for Obi. Then we have Tony Preneur for Asiwaju and Chisom Anasia. So we have a total of 2,950 stars, out of which 1,610 belong to Obi. So if you do the math, Obi is leading and everybody else combined has 1,340 stars. So I did see an Obi victory today. Don't call me biased. Now within my eye, fit see. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, support by going to my Facebook page. Right under the trending video, you will see how to buy stars. Now, time for rebuttals. And I'm starting with Team Obi. Beautiful Priye, Diary of a Canadian Mom. How many children do you have, Priye?
I have 4 kids.
You don't look... Wow. No wonder you put mom inside. The person get 2 kids and above, you don't turn full-time mom. So, before I even give you the rebuttals, I want to ask you a question. Are you guys ready? Each of you has 2 minutes to answer this question.
Okay.
Let each and every one of your supporters or the supporters tell us 5 major projects or infrastructure their principals have built in their states. Name and place. This question came in from Tarite Omusuo. 5 major projects their principal has built. So, who wants to start?
Well, I think we'll go by the... Okay, you can start.
No, you go ahead.
I don't know.
I can start.
No, it says go.
Let me say something.
It's an unfair question to Team Obi. Whoever sent that question, that's unfair to Team Obi. Come on now.
But, Freeze.
So go ahead.
Can I just answer that question? I can answer that question in 1 minute. Okay?
All right.
Very simple. Obi was the governor. Tinubu was the governor. My candidate wasn't the governor. He was a VP. So if you ask what project what my candidate did for the country, then that's a different thing. So my answer to so I'm going to say this. I remember a few weeks ago, somebody, I think the Team Obi people called Atiku a spare tire. I could remember that. And said Atiku had no control to anything in Nigeria. So if I want to go on that auspices and say, okay, Atiku was a spare tire, why are you asking me that question? What is my candidate? What has my candidate done for the country, for his state, right? I'm not saying using that as like a reference, because I remember Okon. It was, I think, Okon from, if I'm not, Okon from Team Obi. What has your country do? But let me just give you just an insight. Atiku, telecommunication. He revolutionized telecommunication, 1. Number 2, he built schools for a state that he wasn't a governor. Number 3, revolutionized the banking sector. Number 4, I think I'll stop at number 3. So let's just number 3, and I'll stop there. Then I'll continue later.
No, I bet
because you know why I'm saying that.
I think we should continue. You already started, right? So just you might as well just complete it.
Okay. So if we take Atiku brought one of the best brains that contributed to the economy, the growth of economy of Nigeria. Everybody. Number 1. Soludo. Number 2.
That's not true.
I know you're.
It's not
wait,
time.
I know and I will tell you that it's true. I know you. I said that because of you, Bongoli, because I think we've had that argument before. Soludo, Okonji Owela. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the Igbo names or whatever names it is. These are some of the few people I can name for now on top of my head that Atiku brought into the team, his team. Yes, they were working at a certain particular point in time, but he brought them to that economic team. And it's a proven fact. They have contributed to the growth of the economy of Nigeria. I think I will stop there. Just where I will stop. As a spare tire, Atiku is a spare tire. That's Team Obi. You said Atiku is a spare tire. So as a spare tire, this is what he has done. So imagine if he's not a spare tire. So I think I leave it at that.
All right. Who goes next?
I'll go next, Daddy Freeze.
All right, let me hear you.
Okay, so thank you very much for that question. That question is a good question, and I'll gladly mention 5 projects. Now, with hospitals, in the deplorable state Peter Obi met Anambra, he was able to achieve things that led to the development of the people. This particular town was in shambles when he became governor, but he was able to complete the Ieno Hospital in Ogidi, Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital in Hiala, the St. Charles Borromeo Hospital in Onitsha, and he was able to build a heart surgery center in the States. They had nothing like that. They didn't even have doctors for treatment of cardiac diseases, but they have that right now. And then to make things better, because education is a priority of his, he was able to build laboratories and refurbish the existing ones in all the secondary institutions, deploy computers, up to 22,000 HP computers around the state. That's 171 communities around Anambra State, alongside internet connection. And then he built 3 libraries in Anambra State to boost education. That is why from 2010, when implementation really began under Peter Obi, up to 2014, in just 4 years, Anambra State was able to top the chart with their WAEC scores around the country. So those are just a few projects, just to mention a few. He was also able to, encourage local businesses. Example, case in point, we have today Innocent Motors. The first order of SUVs Innocent ever got was from the Anambra State government. And today, you can see he wasn't assembling at the time until he got that order placed from Mr. Peter Obi. And right now, you see Innocent is thriving. Even Big Brother Nigeria uses the Innocent Motors as their official prize for their annual show. So there are so many things. This is just to mention a few, but I decided to touch on the very important things, which were healthcare and education. What he was able to do regarding healthcare, education, and also promoting local businesses, which he intends to replicate on a national level around Nigeria. Thanks.
All right. Over to Team Tinubu.
All right, so I will start with Peter Obi. We all know that Peter Obi has said it countless times that he doesn't believe that infrastructure is used to develop the economy. Babatunde Raji Fashola had to school him. And guys, Innocent Motors was already in Anambra State. Now,
he was selling spare parts and
let me talk. Please, let me talk. Thank you. Obi doesn't believe in infrastructure. He says it. He doesn't believe in it. He says it. It's a fact. You can Google search it. It's there. Fact loud correcting. Now, Atiku on the other hand, Atiku sold assets. So they said, which one did he build? Atiku sold assets. So he sold over 60 assets. Ask him where Niger Dock is today. Ask him where our electricity that they sold is today. Ask him where the mill plant in Osun State, where is it today? Ask him about Intels. When Atiku entered, when he gained office in 1999, he extended the contract of Intels for 20 years. Tell me. So when we are talking about now, he says Okonjo-Iweala. Okonjo-Iweala was headhunted by Obasanjo. Let me talk now.
You interrupted me when I was talking now.
Daddy,
you said Atiku sold what?
You don't want me to talk.
Go ahead.
Let me talk. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Gafiani. Thank you. Thank you. Okonjo-Iweala was headhunted by Obasanjo from the World Bank. Ikochukwu Soludo. Soludo was brought by the Uba brothers, one of the Uba brothers. It was Kekere Ekun that Atiku wanted. It was Kekere Ekun. Now, Obi Ezekwesili has warned PDP not to use our picture to claim any glory. They took it down immediately when they put the economic team with all 5 of them there. Now, if you want to talk about what Asiwaju has done,
was she not on economic answer now?
Daddy,
was she not on economic team?
Sir, I'm not listening to you, sir. Sir, I want to talk about what Asiwaju has done.
So if I'm talking next time, don't interrupt me.
I will not interrupt you, sir. I will not interrupt you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine.
All right. Now for Asiwaju, I already talked about one infrastructure that he built, the Lekki Free Trade Zone. I've talked about that one already. That one has millions. The Eco Atlantic that you see. Now he has refinery, he has a lot of things. He has airport now that they just gave approval for. Now, is it the judiciary? Obasanjo, you can Google search now. Obasanjo actually came down from Abuja to come and meet Asiwaju and say, man, what you people are doing in Lagos? Look at the people are building courtrooms in Lagos. We too will go and build our own in Abuja to compete with you guys. It is on YouTube. That is infrastructure. Now, we can talk about BRT. This BRT system you are seeing today, there are video clips and video evidences where I was talking about World Bank, getting loans from World Bank, building it, having that in mind. Look at all the roads that had to be built. Look at all the buses that had to be built. And that is where continuity comes in because of that template, that grand plan. Now, should we talk about housing schemes? Thousands of units of housing schemes. Now, in healthcare, we talk about LASUTH. LASUTH Day has one of the best, if not the best infrastructure when it comes to College of Medicine in Nigeria. When it comes to schools, universities in Nigeria that have College of Medicine. Now, they want to talk about the train right now. Look at how these things are working. You have the blue rail, you have the red rail. I did not even know that Lagos State already has yellow rail, has purple rail, has green rail, has orange rail. I did not even know they are going to start doing that from next year. So when we are talking about infrastructure, Asiwaju is miles ahead. Or do you want to talk about the first governor to bring in an IPP independent power plant into Nigeria, fighting against Atiku, not knowing that Atiku wanted to actually sell our electricity, sell it out for a giveaway price at $2.5 billion. So I will just stop there because of time. Thank you very much. I'll stop there because of time. Thank you.
Daddy, please, can I just reply him 1 second? I just want to ask just one question. One question I don't want to ask. Daddy, please, sorry. You said Asiwaju is building the train stations, right? Is that what you just said that right now, right?
Yeah, he started the project. He went to get the loan from World Bank.
What year did they start the project?
He started the project. That's all I'm going to
What year did they start the project, Bongoli?
I don't have to give you the answer. I can go and do investigation.
So, Bongoli,
he started the project. He went to get the loan from World Bank.
That already is false. And let me tell you something. Really? It's false. No, Bongoli, you know me, I don't argue unnecessarily. That is false. That's number one. Last week that you're talking about, who started LASUTH?
Sir.
I'm asking you a question. Who started LASUTH?
Sir. I do not have to answer those questions, sir.
You can go and do your investigation, sir. It is Latif Jakonde. Latif Jakonde started LASUTH.
He revamped it to what it is today.
Bola Tinubu did not do. Let me tell you something. Please and please, you guys stop attributing something to someone that hasn't done it. LASUTH was not even started by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was started by Latif Jakonde.
I will respond to him.
I'm taking it one by one. The train station, it wasn't Bola Tinubu. That's number two.
Can I say something, please?
Infrastructure, housing. Housing, who? Is it Bola Tinubu? It wasn't Bola Tinubu. What Bola Tinubu did was that he confiscated a lot of land, okay? And as I said, we don't play dirty politics, but bro, what we know, we know. You understand what I'm saying? Stop attributing things to Bola Tinubu that he didn't do. You understand? There were governors after Bola Tinubu. Each governor comes, does his part, and it's continuity, as you said. But Bola Tinubu
never
all the stuff.
Never again shall PDP come back. That's what he said yesterday. Never again. They are looters.
Leave what politician does. So all the things I've named 3 things for you that Bola Tinubu had no business with. He had no business with it. He had no business with it. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, I will credit Obi. Let me tell you something. I will credit Obi, Peter Obi. I'm not going to credit Peter Obi because he was one time.
He's your younger brother now. Who else? You didn't know was not your running mate in 2019. Who will you attribute it to?
Bongoli.
Your younger brother.
Bongoli. Election will come. It will go. We all still be Nigerians. Okay?
And a
But
younger
let's
brother
say,
now. A
let's
younger
say
brother.
facts.
Now no
I
be
would rather
fight.
credit Peter Obi because what Peter Obi did during his tenure was not until today. Peter Obi says it. He has never said, this is what I did. This is what I meant. This is what I did and I left. Okay? So you cannot attribute anything that's happened after Peter Obi, okay, in Anambra to Peter Obi. It's just,
Yeah.
we all went to school, it's common sense. So,
That is the most laughable statement
Bola
I've ever
Ahmed
heard.
Tinubu,
Because we know that Lagos
Bola
State
Ahmed Tinubu is someone that I know that we respect, but stop attributing other people's glory to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu
Okay.
is so I've just proven to you that Trey was
But
it Bola Ahmed
when
Tinubu?
as Nigeria, as you
Lasco
think that
was it Bola
Nigeria
Ahmed
is
Tinubu?
failing, is Bola Ahmed
Wait
Tinubu's fault.
now, I dey give you
No,
your
no,
point.
no,
Now
no,
you
no,
talk
no,
am.
no.
Now you
It's
are the answer to.
hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy, sir. It's hypocrisy with all due respect,
No.
sir.
See,
If
let's say
Nigeria,
something.
as Nigeria is failing, you say it's Bola Tinubu's fault. Don't that brought
All right.
Buhari. Lagos is doing well. Don't attribute Bola Tinubu to it. When you
No.
don't let me know.
You see,
Let's
let's
create.
say
When you
something.
don't let me know, let's create us.
I'd like to say something, please. I think I've been patient enough.
Please go ahead. Oh.
While I agree, right, that Tinubu did his time in Lagos, as somebody who grew up in Lagos, I can tell for a fact that all these many things that are always attributed to Jagaban, he didn't do them. He didn't do them. Lagos is a product of the private sector. Lagos is blossoming because it has a vibrant private sector. Many businesses are located
Absolutely.
in Lagos
Absolutely.
because of the port.
Absolutely.
Because Lagos has our only functional port in the country. So
That
yes,
is not true. That is not true. On
it
a
is
port is
not.
working.
I didn't say our
On a
only
river
port.
state is working.
All right.
Only functional. Functional
Oh my
meaning
God.
functional meaning in this context, meaning it is the most open, where the processes are streamlined, where people can easily import their goods. I know that there are challenges with the river state, but that's why I use the word functional. Functional meaning
We have built a third one in Lagos. We have built a third one in Lagos. We have built a third one in Lagos.
Yes,
It's working now.
Shola is not Tinubu, Ambode is not Tinubu, Sanwo is not Tinubu. Unfortunately, they are
There
not
is
Tinubu.
children. You want your children to do better than you. You want your children to do better than you. There is children.
They are not his children. They are not his children. They are
Oh, okay. You want your children to do better than you. Daddy are children.
not in their own rights.
All right, guys. So the debate is getting hot. We haven't even done rebuttals, let alone basbos. So thank you so much. You guys watching, I see that your questions are going to be brought to the debate. Every single week, it's either I bring a question or the public brings a question. And this particular question was brought by the public, and it was quite interesting watching them answer. Now, so far in Star Wars, Team Obi is leading with 2,340 stars. Let me refresh. Oh my goodness. Yusuf Oladimeji for Team Tinubu just bought 3,050 stars. And Deji Abiri bought 1,000 stars. So right now, Team Tinubu is on 4,000 stars. 4,050 stars. So Team Tinubu has taken over from Team Obi. While we're having fun with the debate, you guys come over to the Facebook page and let's see how Star Wars will pan out. Where is Team Atiku today?
We are coming.
I can't find them.
We are coming.
They are in Uyo.
We're in Uyo. We are coming.
We're in
Uyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time when we went to the rebuttals. Starting, first of all, with Team Peter Obi and ending with Team Atiku. So, over to you, Priye. Rebuttals, 5-minute time limit. Let's be within the time frame. Your time.
Thank you very much, Daddy Freeze. Now, thanks. I'd just like to point out something. How come were saying that Tinubu did all these many things in Lagos. Yet, it's just a question. Tinubu did all of these fantastic things, and he's a very good succession planner, that all the governors after him are his children. If he did all of that, then how come he couldn't see through Muhammad Buhari? Secondly, I'd also like to find out how APC intends to solve the problem that was created by them, which is the current state of the nation. It doesn't add up. And I haven't heard, pardon me, I haven't heard anything from Tinubu. I've heard from proxies. I've heard from, like, my brother here, Bongoli. Bongoli has written all the policies in the world on behalf of Tinubu, yet nothing except shut up, it's my turn, Gary Beans. We've not heard anything. So excuse me, it is funny when you keep giving us policies. Please, how does he intend to implement this? We've heard nothing from him. And I would also like to speak to Musti, ask him, you keep talking about APC and the current state of the nation, but Atiku left, PDP and joined APC and vowed never to return and swore that he was on the right track with Buhari, sold Buhari to Nigerians, and now he's back to PDP and acting like APC is the worst party. So please explain that part to me, because it's very confusing and it has left many people wondering what kind of loyalties he has, right? If he cannot foster unity within the party that he exists in, how does he intend to unify the whole Nigeria? That's a very valid question, because you cannot give what you don't have. It's impossible.
I would answer that.
Yeah, thank you.
So you want to go second, or you want me to just go? Can I just go, or Bongoli?
Where is Daddy Freeze? I don't know. You can. She asks questions. I don't know. Is this part of the rebuttal?
Yes, I'm answering the questions, and I'm saying that your candidate is not to be trusted because he cross carpets. 1 minute he says, "Oh, this party is the worst party," and then he's back to that party campaigning on that platform. And then we keep talking about Tinubu did this. Meanwhile, we know Lagos has existed even in pre-colonial times or colonial times. Lagos was there up till date. We keep saying Asiwaju did this, and Lagos is not Nigeria, unfortunately. And I would like to always stick to Peter Obi's antecedents in Anambra, because that is what we've seen play out. Unfortunately, I can't come and start saying whatever Soludo is doing now or whatever Obiano did is Peter Obi that did it. But I'm just asking you guys, I want you guys to really explain that part. How come your candidate is detaching himself from APC now, and your own candidate, Lagos is not Nigeria, so I haven't ever heard him speak on a national scale about what his plans for Nigeria is. So please explain it to me.
Okay, do you want me to answer first, or do you want Musti wanted to answer? Musti, go ahead. Musti, go ahead, because you were trying to answer. Musti can answer, sir.
Yeah, quickly. Let me just go. I'm going to go to Asiwaju, but let me go to Peter Obi. The question just asked that Atiku cross-carpeted from whatever party to APC, right? And he supported Buhari and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Before I continue, first of all, Obi also cross-carpeted too. So let me tell you why. You ask me why. You want to understand why that happened. Okay? If you are doing something, if you support something, okay, and you believe that what you're supporting is the right thing, and at the end of the day, you come and find out that, no, it's not the right thing. This is not what you believed in. And I'll give you an example. Thomas Sankara, when he took over power in Ouagadougou, whatever the country, I can't remember the country, I know it's Ouagadougou anyway, the capital.
Yeah, Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Sankara
took over power with
turn now.
Huh?
What?
Because I want.
No, she asked questions.
She asked questions, and she wanted.
In the middle of my rebuttals, I did say that I will continue to stick to Peter Obi's antecedents in Anambra State regarding education, infrastructure. Even if Bongoli claims that he doesn't believe in infrastructure, we have evidence of him, building 2 giant secretariats and 6-lane roads in Anambra. But I asked them a question.
Your time is going to
Yes, I asked a valid question that how come the performance of other governors are attributed to Tinubu continuously, and we've not heard anything from Tinubu himself. And I'm asking why Musti is detaching himself or his candidate from APC, knowing very well he sold APC to us.
So that's why I was asking.
Okay, go ahead, then I'll answer.
Can I answer my part of the question, which I'm going to go to Tinubu later? So if you believe in something as human beings, okay? As human beings, you believe in something and you work hard and you believe that this person, if I today believe that Priye is the best person that can teach me mathematics, and I'm supporting Priye is the brain, and I find out that Priye doesn't have nothing about mathematics, I will leave Priye now and go somewhere else, right? So I gave you an example of what happened in Burkina Faso, in Ouagadougou. You understand what I'm saying? So they came into power and they had an agenda. They had the support of Thomas Sankara. So Thomas Sankara now wasn't doing what they promised that he was going to do. So what happened? He toppled his government. So instead to Atiku, Atiku believed in the movement of Buhari. He supported Buhari. All right? And when they found out that what they planned or what he believes would be better for Nigeria, and Buhari wasn't working for them, what happened? He opted out. It's as simple as that. And you need a platform. You cannot win. Okay, why didn't Obi just campaign by himself? Why did he have to go to another political party? So you need a political party to actually contest for office.
That's not what I'm driving at. Of course, you need a political party to come.
You asked me, why did he leave? You sold Buhari, right? And I'm telling you that the reason why Atiku cross-carpeted was because when he was in APC and brought Buhari, and they were in the same party with Buhari, and he found out that the ideologies of Buhari did not match his, he cannot remain in that party. It's as simple as that. He had to go to other party because he cannot go and say,
so
no.
He had to go back to PDP that he said was the worst thing to happen to Nigeria.
Let me tell you why. When you have an issue, okay, Atiku has clearly stated this himself. He had there's an agenda, okay, and this is what he wants to drive for the country. And now, if the people at the realm of affairs at that time is not going to work for the betterment of the country at that point in time, of course he's going to leave them because he can't be in the same party and criticize them. That's his political party at that point. So you can only criticize when you are in another political party. So that I hope that explains to you the reason why he cross-carpeted. If you remember, the same Atiku went against Buhari in 1999. I'm sorry, in 2019. Not just only in 2023, in 2019. So one has to understand, as I said before, Bongoli, please let me answer this question because she asked me, give me time to answer it. So I'm trying to answer that so at least we're clear. Okay? This is the reason why they cross-carpeted. Okay? He felt that the ideologies or what they believed in or what they felt that they could actually do for the country, they were going the other way direction. And you can't fight your leader or whoever you bring in or you support in the same political party. It does not work. So politics has its own classroom. It's not just by mere saying things or saying, oh, this is what you do. No. There's a process. So you cannot fight the leader of that party and remain in that party. You have to leave. And unfortunately, Nigeria is more like a two-party system.
It's not a two-party system.
No, I'm not saying more. I said more. I said more alike. More alike. So I hope that answers the question.
Okay, all right. For me, I think that Priye Tinubu just made one of the most hypocritical statements tonight. I know they're going to make more later in the night, as usual. How will Team Obi be talking about people cross-carpeting? When Obi started in PDP,
that was not the question.
Wait, now let me talk now. Let me talk. We're talking about people cross-carpeting. Okay, when you are done, let me know. Let me talk.
And illiterate as president, and he's detaching himself from it. I'm not talking of the cross-carpeting. I'm talking about.
Oh, now you're not talking about it.
Okay. You said Buhari is the best thing, then you are detaching yourself from
let
Buhari.
me finish now. I've not said Buhari is the best thing now.
No,
that is, she doesn't want me to talk. You see, they won't let me talk. They won't let me talk. Let me talk now. So you don't talk since I don't talk. Okay, thank you very much. Obi in 2019 said Atiku is the best thing that will ever happen to Nigeria. He used his mouth to say, I did not say it. Obi himself was in PDP at the beginning of his political career. Switched to ABGA. If you go online right now today, if you see the promises, the oaths, the swears, and the vows that he said he will never leave ABGA, even involve his family, what happened after 2014? He went to PDP.
So
now, in that PDP that he was in now,
about APC's performance and the people
man,
that
let me finish talking now. That it please, they don't want me to talk. Wait now, JB, you don't attack Atiku for cross carpeting.
And detaching yourself completely from the person.
Okay. When you don't let me know. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Then now, Obi now went to go and buy form for 40 million naira, and he saw that there was no way in PDP. He now went to a party that he knows that they are going to give it to him on a platter. He switched to Labour Party. You see, guys, so when we are talking about, it is a popular Yoruba saying, the person that want to burn is using oil to be rubbing the skin. That's what's happening here today. So, guys, you talk about Asiwaju, State of the Nation and all that. When it is Lagos, they say don't call Asiwaju's name. But when it is Nigeria, oh, Asiwaju. You and I were here when Dino Melaye, when all the opposition were making fun of Asiwaju and his wife, Oluremi Tinubu, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, that look at you people, they use you people and dump you people. You all were here laughing at Asiwaju now. So is it that same Asiwaju now that you're now saying, why didn't he give advice?
Matter of fact, I don't know why
Asiwaju has never been involved. Asiwaju has never been directly involved in the running of Nigeria. And in fact, when you even talk about the running of Nigeria, in the last 24 years or 23 years since we've come into the Fourth Republic, Muhammadu Buhari is the only president that has the most infrastructure in under 8 years. PDP in 16 years, PDP in 16 years, PDP in 16 years doesn't have the infrastructure that Muhammadu Buhari has.
Wow.
Yes, it's a fact. It's a fact.
Wait.
Oh my God.
I was
It's a fact.
Hold on. I was here counting stars. I did not realize that Priye has done 10 minutes of rebuttal.
No, it's not only me. Everybody's talking.
No, I've not done my rebuttal yet. I've not done my rebuttal. I've not done my rebuttal. I've not done my rebuttal. I've not done my rebuttal.
Next time, don't ask questions because it now lead to overstaying and
I know.
Okay. Big shout out, guys. I was counting stars. That's why I might not even. I just look and say, oh boy, this thing done the long go. So far, Team Tinubu have been leading with 9,852 stars, while Team Obi all of a sudden overtook them. Team Obi now has 11,820 stars. The assignment when I give me, I open the two of them with calculator on both sides. No worry, we go know who they win today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Bongo. Who's next now? Bongo Lee.
It's me. I'm not asking questions. I'm asking questions.
No questions, please.
I'm not asking questions. All right. So, guys, if you are paying, I want every one of us to pay close attention to what the International Monetary Fund is saying. They're saying that our world economy is going to slow its growth. They are predicting 2.7%. They say next year is going to bite harder than a recession. And I'm going to make this phrase here. How educated is the educator to educate the uneducated, such that the uneducated becomes as educated as the educator? But we all know that the educator is wrongfully educated, and now we have flawed education. Why do I say all of this? I say all of this because I read the 7-point agenda of Peter Obi. I read it, and Peter Obi always says he wants to bring production over consumption. Guys, pay attention. Obi said, let us lift off restriction from forex and imports. Do you know why? Do you know what that will do to our economy? It will crush and crumble local production. A man that is saying, I want to improve production. You know why? He is one of the largest importers of finished goods into Nigeria. And federal government would CBN will not release dollars to him to import some certain goods. So say, you know what? I want to remove that restriction. Guys, I'll give you an example of what this regime has done. In 2015, PDP was in charge. Nigerians were importing rice with 1.2 billion US dollars.
Right.
I repeat again. In 2015, Nigeria was importing rice with 1.2 billion dollars. In 2020, Nigeria was doing $20 million. Why? Because of the austerity measures that were put in place to push local production of rice. And now Peter Obi wants to come and lift up that restriction. So that means you can use dollars to buy whatever. You bring all of that into our market. Then you have crushed local production completely. We all know that the cost of production is high in Nigeria. We know that. And we're looking for ways to curb that. And now Peter Obi is coming with this policy? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Him and this is container economics. Container economics, all this import container from China, we're doing all those type of trading economy. We are talking about serious macroeconomics here. We are talking about serious fiscal policies here. We are talking about serious monetary policies here. We are talking about liquidity. We are talking about all of these terminologies. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about how to generate revenue, how to improve IGR. Somebody's coming that is saying it himself. We have to produce more than we consume. But he wants dollars so he can import more. He wants to remove restriction. And also he said on goods also, so they can import whatever they want to import. So he can put it in his next stores in Abuja. You guys don't know what's going on. I will expose him. Now let's go to Baba Atiku. Baba Atiku, you know, see them. They are sitting down comfortably and confidently. They are saying, we go win. Demograph, one thing. If it's by demograph, guys, Nigeria, since 1959, when we had our first presidential election, Nigeria has been voting a certain type of way. There's a pattern. And in 2015, North and Southwest had to come together to defeat Southeast and South-South. The PDP have not lost a state since 1999 in the Southeast and South-South states. Southeast and South-South states. PDP has not lost a state. But things are going to change this year.
All right.
I have my brother Peter Obi here. Oh, thank you, Peter Obi. God bless you. A vote for Peter Obi is a vote for Asiwaju. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Bongoli, I think it's my turn, right? It's my turn now, right? Bongoli, first thing first. You know, I just listen to you talk. It's like you're telling us story. You know, you're like telling us history and all that. First thing first, you're talking about import. Last year, 2 days ago, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little bit, so I might not get the date right, but 2 days ago, the export, Nigeria signed an export deal with Egypt. Egypt. In under the APC-led government, now, just today, 2 days ago, in 2021, $329 million was export from Egypt to Nigeria. $329 million. That same year, same time, Nigerian export to Egypt was $2.9 million. Are you aware of that? Under the APC-led government. Egypt, with the $329 million. Google it, go and check it, it's there. Then Nigeria to Egypt, 2.9. And now today, 2 days ago, we are signing a trade agreement for export with Egypt. It's not a shame. Under the APC-led government, it's not a shame. Number two, I'm going to take you back. Yeah, because you said PDP in 20-something, 1990, whatever, how many billion of rice or whatever you're talking about. That's a shame. Number two, APC have just legalized. Let me say legalized. And this is a fact across board. Not just that you have to be in any party, any political party in Nigeria, across board. Impunity. That's what APC have just created in Nigeria. Your CBN governor is giving out dollar Because if I ask you now, why is dollar rising every day in Nigeria? I'm sure you can't answer it. I'm sure you don't have a reason for it. You can't answer that. Why is dollar going up today in Nigeria? Why is it going up every day? You know why? The APC-led government are giving out forex to their people. Whoever Emefiele chooses, that's why a sitting CBN governor can tell you he wants to run for election. And nothing happened. Impunity. This is what APC has created. And now you get mad to talk, say, a PDP. Let's take the 16 years of PDP and the 7 years of APC. Let's do the math. So, my friend, I'm not going to say much. I say there's a lot of things that I know that maybe I'm privy to know that I cannot come and speak on social media. But let me tell you, the APC-led government have destroyed this country. They've destroyed this country. They've taken us 30 years back. They have created impunity, poverty. They've weaponized poverty. And now you're telling us to vote the same APC in 2023. Haba, Bongeli, it's not even a shame to you to even say that kind of thing. I would rather even say let people vote Peter Obi. So I rest my case. All I know is that if you take the three political parties, Peter Obi doesn't have structure. Yes, he has aggrieved people, but you need a structure to win. If you don't have a structure, it's very difficult for you to win. It's just simple calculation. You cannot just come from nowhere and say you want to win an election if you don't have a structure. Because first of all, you need 25%. 25%, that's what you need. Not to take over a state, but 25% of the vote over one. I'm giving you now the statistics in politics, Nigerian politics. Whether you like, say the youths are coming out, this is the statistics. This is what INEC is going to use to judge the winner. And I can tell you, PDP has 25% across board already. So there's no way. We have 25% board already. No, I'm not INEC, but I'm telling you, look at what happened. You who are shouting 4 million. Look at what happened to you.
What is the structure?
I rest my case.
What is the structure?
All right,
25%. We've got 25%. That's the structure. About 25% over one vote. We've got that. It's calculation. We go to the drawing board. We don't talk. We go to the classroom.
What is the source of your statistics?
What's the source of what I say? I'm telling you.
Source of your statistics?
Okay, let me tell you something. Priya, we're talking politics now, okay? Politics has calculations, okay? You look at the states. INEC says, wait. So I'm giving you. If you look at South, people are saying, oh, we have problem with Wike. We have this. I'm just laughing at them because I don't know what goes up behind back door. South, Northeast. Today, Northeast, I can guarantee you that Atiku's strength in Northeast, where he comes from, is 45%. Based on statistics, 45%. You come to Northwest, you understand? We are already running at 62%. We go to South. I'm telling you statistics. So they give you, a lot of us, they tell you this thing. Now, it's not the way we know. You understand? In South already, I don't even know what to say. But 25% across one vote. Atiku has got that. So nobody can beat Atiku by the grace of God. We are taking the next presidency in 2023.
Daddy Freeze, I would like to help Mr. Musti here. This is just for educational purposes here.
Yes,
I'm not
please.
tackling Atiku or Obi here.
Go ahead.
According to section 134 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, it says, and I quote, that for you to win a presidential election in Nigeria, you must have 25% in 2/3 of the states.
That's what I'm saying. 25% over one vote.
And
you know what I
also
said?
the majority.
25% over one vote.
Let me talk now. Let me talk now.
I'm aware, but
I know.
Did he get his calculations from?
Timobi, what you don't understand is that you guys are overnight social media politicians. So you may not understand what Musti is saying. You see, I understand what Musti is saying, but you will not understand. You will not understand. You are a social media politician. Obi people are social media politicians overnight. So you don't understand. You don't understand calculation. People don't understand permutation and combination. Manipulation. You don't understand. Swing vote. You don't understand. That's why you're arguing with him.
What is his source? Simple. It's question I ask.
Ask him now. Ask him now. He's your elder brother. He's your elder brother. PDP and PDP light. PDP and PDP light. He's your elder brother. Ask him.
I'm not disputing. It's question I ask. What is the source of your analysis?
Use the answer. Use the answer.
I'm not disputing that is the standard. I'm saying, how did you get your facts? You
Use the answer. Maybe you guys have chief in INET somewhere that we don't know.
Is in the bag. Why not INET?
Okay, Priya, let me answer you. What was Atiku's vote?
Because you want to have the 25% standard, but I want to know where you got
your... Okay, Priya, let me answer that.
All right, guys. We have not started bass boost and blood everywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make some announcements. So far, Team Tinubu went back into the lead with 11,150 stars, but they've been overtaken by Team Obi, who currently have 12,480 stars. Let me shout out to the people who have been buying stars. Right now, today's highest star buyer is Olanrewaju Muritala for Team Atiku Abubakar with 6,600 stars.
I told you we were coming.
For Team Tinubu, sorry. Team Tinubu, 6,600 stars. Prince Akwachi for Team Obi is our second highest star buyer with 5,000 stars. Darlington Neo for Team Obi, 3,830 stars. Yusuf Oladimeji, who was leading and led last week, 3,050 stars. Tosin Lawrence Obedient, 1,550 stars. Deji Abiri Tinubu, 1,000 stars. Ekemezie Ifenna, 530 stars Obi. Flavor Flakes, 530 stars Team Obi. Oluiwa Omole Team Obi, 530. Toyinpreneur Team Asiwaju, 500. Chizom Nazia, 310 stars. Jan Agbo, Peter Obi, 200. Joy Mane from Zambia, supporting Team Obi all the way from Zambia, 200 stars. Tunde, 99 stars. And Yetunde Shakira Yusuf for Team Tinubu with 50 stars. My beautiful sister Sandra Gama for Team Obi, 50 stars. So that's as far as it has gone. And right now, I think I need to refresh because somebody just did something crazy. Yusuf Oladimeji just jumped to 6,400 stars. So Team Bola Ahmed Tinubu is back in the lead with 8,000 stars exactly. 8,000 stars. No, it's more than that too. This is 14,000 stars. So earlier on, Team Tinubu currently has 12,480. Team Obi, 12,480. Team Tinubu, 14,000. So Team Tinubu is currently in the lead. These numbers want to scatter my head. Hey, all right, time for the gas boost. Now, guys, we need to be gentle. This fighting is not going to get us anywhere. And I beg, I'm enjoying, the audience is enjoying it, but it's also heating up the polity. So, can we be gentle when we are removing our...
We are gentle now.
We are gentle. We are not fighting today.
We are not fighting. Please, there's no violence. You have to commend us now. We are trying.
People are trying.
We are holding back. We are holding back.
I'll finish my bottle of water because I don't want to talk too much. So,
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, while Team Asiwaju leads the Star Wars, followed very closely by Peter Obi, who's ready to retaliate any moment from now. If I stay here long enough, Team Obi will hit back and they'll hit back at each other, which I'm enjoying. We're about to go into the Bass Bows section. Sorry, session. You're about to kill English. Somebody don't already attack. Some attack. Huh. Oh, Team Obi has jumped back into the lead. Ima Okele, my beautiful sister for Team Obi, 2,500 stars. Wow, 5,000 stars. Ima Okele is Team Sandra Ghana, another 5,000 stars for Team Obi. Team Obi don't overtake with. Hey, I have to go back to my calculator now. This Team Obi, they're going to give you small. You go come plenty. You go sit down on calculator, they punch calculator like, say they expect container from overseas. A big shout out to Sandra Ghana, 5,000 stars. Yusuf Oladimeji, 6,400 stars. Moshood Muritala, 6,600 stars. And Ima Okele, 5,000 stars. Prince Akwachi, 5. Oh, people buy stars today. When I try. I'm happy with you. Over to the Bass Bows team, Tinubu. Am I going to see a comeback? By the time we're done with we're having 2 sessions of Bass Bows. The first session is going to last about 5 minutes, thereabout, or a little longer, depending on what you guys have. And then we're going to go into the second session. Oh my God, somebody don't do something powerful. Leading now, Prince Akwachi for Team Obi. Team Obi came to the slaughterhouse. 7,500 stars. They are leading. Team Tinubu, back to the drawing board. In the meantime, we're going to be tearing ourselves apart on the Bass Bows session. Who goes first?
Sir, I know, but I want to just say something here. There is already a prelude to this already. Okay. Priye was already asking Musti, where are they going to get the votes from? Where are they finding all of that from? And I don't know, maybe they have something with INEC, I don't know. So I think we can start from there, because that's where everything went off.
In 2019, let me answer that. Let me quickly answer that.
Let me quickly answer that. Get the votes from.
Let me quickly answer that. What was Atiku's vote in 2019?
He got 12. Is it 12 million? 12 million. He got 12
we have 12 million votes now pocketed already from 2019.
He had to be with him. He had to be with him.
Can I finish
He had to be with him.
Wait now. Can I finish?
So how do you know?
Can I finish? You just actually let me answer it now. Because even our bad votes is constructive. You understand?
Well,
Obi, don't say Obi, we had Obi with him. We are not voting VP. We vote vice president, president, not VP. If it was VP we were voting for, Obi will not go. Obi will have been VP to Congo. So we are not voting VP. Is the candidate, is the presidential candidate we're voting for. In 2019,
so your assumption is everybody that voted for Atiku in 2019 are voting for him this year again.
Can I finish? I'll answer you now. Chill, relax. Let me educate you on this one. We have 12 million votes in 2019. This is a man that has 12 million votes in his pocket. When Buhari came in 2015, 11 million votes in 2014. Okay, so let me just tell you how this thing plays out. Buhari came with his vote, 11 million votes in 2014. You understand? When he won in 2015,
12 million votes. 12 million
11 and 12 are the same thing now, my brother. I don't have to get the figure of number exactly.
12 million, sir.
I don't have to get it exactly.
We're listening.
So Atiku came in. That was the vote Buhari brought in with him. In 2019, we came with our votes. Even though APC rigged it, we won that election. We know they rigged it. So let's forget about that. Nigerians know that it was rigged. So right now, as I'm speaking to you, right now, in our situation room, Atiku have 13.7 million votes already.
I'm not disputing it. I just asked you the source of your statistics.
Now, if you go, now,
it already invalidates. It already invalidates.
I'm trying to validate that 25%.
We're not talking about assumed votes. Let's talk about the issues facing Nigerians.
I'm trying to validate that 25%.
Yes,
I'm
okay.
trying to validate it.
He already has 13.6 votes or whatever. But why is he not addressing his name being fingered in the oil theft that has just been discovered? Why are these candidates not addressing the important things? Yes, we have votes, all the bragging and all the pride that comes with all their bragging. Why are they not addressing the oil theft? Why are they not addressed? Why is ABC not addressing Tinubu's absence at a critical point like this? Nigerians deserve better than this. They deserve better than this. They deserve better than a 7-second workout video. They deserve better than somebody that we know that has been corrupt from the time.
He go dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them. As he dey pain them, he go dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them.
Those things when you are not talking about the real issues, you cannot make those assumptions. You cannot make those assumptions. The Atiku he now has 13 million votes. We now know.
The 7-second video shut down all the Obi rally people were doing up and down. It's very painful. I understand. It's very painful. You people did rally in the whole of Nigeria and they don't really organize. Every other day I organize. Organize the campaign. I know it's painful. I know it's painful. It's painful.
It's not about pain. It's about taking Nigeria.
It's painful. I get it.
Nigeria is not
I will talk. When you're ready, let me know. Let me talk.
Comics. Nigeria is not a joke. These are people's lives. So it's not about. It's painful. No, that's not what we're talking about.
Okay, all right. Please let me talk. Please let me talk.
All you people have said today is my candidate is going to win.
Let's talk. Please, okay.
One.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I know what is paining you. Part of bullying.
Yeah, your internet is rejecting what you're about to say, Bongoli. Your internet is rejecting what you're about to say because I know it's already false.
Let me talk now. Please, very painful. See, we can. Let me talk.
The truth. You know what I'm saying.
We are trying to talk about how our candidates are going to win. Relax.
Okay,
relax, please.
Explain apart from
Atiku, wait now. It's very painful. Obi was supposed to be the flag bearer of the PDP. Atiku and Wike play Obi Wayo, and Obi ran away. He could not fight.
That's what happened.
And he ran away. Let me finish now. Let me finish now. Priya, let me talk now. Priya, you and me have been talking. When you are ready, let me know. Okay. No. It's in the daily. Atiku came and said, I have 11 million votes guaranteed. You guys should give me this ticket.
You said they chased Peter Obi out of the party, and I said, where did you get that information from?
Where is he now? Is he not a Labour Party?
That's not
Is he not a Labour Party? Is he not a Labour Party? Is he not a Labour Party?
If you are going to leave,
he's a Labour Party now. Well, that's what I'm trying to explain now. Priya, I said Atiku came and bullied Obi and said, I have 11 million votes. Now look at what Wike did. Let me explain what Wike did to you. Let me explain what Wike did to you.
Are you selling your candidate?
Wike, they were supposed to microzone it to Southern. Priya, let me talk.
Your candidate to do.
Priya, let me talk now. Daddy, Priya doesn't want me to talk. Moderator, Priya doesn't want me to talk. Let me talk. Thank you. God bless you, Priya. Thank you.
God bless you too.
Thank you. Now I will not talk about the bullying. I will not talk about the bullying. They are bully Obi. There's nothing you can do about it. Now Wiki, on the other hand, Obi was supposed to get it in PDP. He was supposed to microzone it to the southeast. Obi now went to go and make deal with Ugwanyi and Autumn that were part of the campaign, whatever it is, that they should throw it open. But not knowing that by throwing it open, Atiku now outsmarted them. Because Northeast also have not had the candidates. That is the game that they played there. Because Obi already paid 40 million already for ticket now. For the candidate. He has already paid it already. Now, There's one thing, because a lot of Obi supporters, like I always call them, they are social media overnight politicians. Do
Yeah.
not understand that. Wait now. Do not understand that Nigeria has about 180,000 polling booths.
100.
Nigeria has over 8,000 wards.
Words, yes. Over 8,000
So
words.
wait now. So now I'm asking, what is the population of the Labour Party members? Now I'm not talking of Labour Congress or trade union. Because in Osun State, for example, over 70% of the polling booths didn't have Labour Party agents. Because in an election, now we are talking about how to win this election. In an election, you need canvassers. You need party agents. Do you know that Labour Party, as it is itself, they don't even have senatorial or governorship candidates in major places in the north? Do you think that is why when they talk about structure, they are talking about political structure? Look at APC, for example. Look at what we did yesterday. The women inauguration and all that stuff. Women are known mobilizers. If you notice APC did women movements in Owerri, in Kogi, in Lagos. Then they had it in Abuja. It's all strategy. Learn now. It's all strategy because women are known to be the best mobilizers. Women vote more, especially housewives vote more. So that is why APC is targeting those places. Now, politics is a game of numbers. Election is a game of numbers. So that's why when what's the Musti is giving some innuendos, me I understand, but you are social media, you're a social media overnight politician, so you don't understand. And I you know I feel pity for you.
You pity me. You pity me. You
don't know where the vote will come from.
Your candidate has been absent. Your candidate cannot stand.
It is not his constitutional right. It is not his constitutional right. It is constitutional right.
Your candidate needs the pity. Pity your candidate. The makes one complete, coherent statement.
Never again. Never again. With PDP and PDP light ever get to that president. That's what he said. Let me tell you something. This is what he said. A nation is not built by abusive words. You can't abuse your way into government. You need to learn these things. You can't abuse your me. I'm using what my friend you say he doesn't talk, Abi. You say he doesn't talk. You say he doesn't talk. I'm telling you what he said. PDP lights. PDP lights. PDP lights. I'm telling you what he said. PDP lights. Yeah, PDP lights. Labour Party is a combination of failed PDP politicians. Labour Party. Okay, Labour Party is a combination of failed PDP, APC, SDP, AAC. That's a combination of failures. There are failures in that party there. That's why they went to join. Tell them about that thing. Tell them how they chased Dati away from the Senate House in 2012. They chased him away for electoral malpractice. You don't want to tell them. Tell them, let them know. That your bias, that your bias, that your bias. Tell them. Didn't they chase him away from Senate? Didn't they chase him away? He did not use all the 6 months. Didn't they chase him away? Let us not open our, let us not do that here. I will expose you too much. I say I will not abuse Obi again. I say I will not abuse Atiku again. I say I will not abuse them again.
Terrorism, you don't have the moral grounds to talk about my vice. Your vice is linked to terrorism. You don't.
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. That's not true. Tell me how. When?
About this the Chibok girls and did nothing.
What has Obi said about the neutralization going on in the southeast?
Guys, we cannot achieve this debate when you guys are shouting over each other. It's very simple. Pierre asks a question, you give an answer to the best of your knowledge. Bola Tinubu talks. Let's hear everybody out, because you see, at the end of the day, shouting our way is not going to lead to votes. What we're talking about is votes. What we're talking about is canvassing and just say, look, you know what? Vote for whoever you choose to vote.
Can I say something? Can I say something, sir? Structure in you guys' definition, in your dictionary. Structure is, we have people here, we have people here, vote buying, vote rigging, whatever. That's what you're talking about. If you're talking about representation, Labour Party has released their detailed plans on how they intend to be represented in every single ward in Nigeria. I have that document, and so does my entire team watching this live. So no, you cannot assume that we don't have structure when we're already rolling out plans and doing what we are supposed to do. Now, our own structure is the people. Our structure has nothing to do with bribes, has nothing to do with, canvassing and bullying people such that people cannot even express themselves. We saw how the flag boy was beat up in Lagos simply because he was holding a Labour Party flag. So no, what we call structure is actually corruption.
And what happened? Musti is out of here.
Yeah, I think his network is bad. Please re-add him.
Okay, no problem. Since you brought that up, I don't know if everyone is aware that an APC ward leader in Enugu State was neutralized.
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Was neutralized in the southeast. In the southeast.
Nobody is disputing it, but your leaders
are. You are bringing all these things up, but balance it. Because when you begin to bring all these things up, balance all these things. Somebody. When you are ready, let me know so I can talk.
Every single Nigerian life matters. It is only people that are costing this man's death. Even your leaders can't even say RIP to the person working for you. Yes.
Priya, can I talk now? Priya, can I talk now? Okay, thank you very much. Please try as much as possible to reduce the interruption. Thank you very much. When you talk about, let us focus on the real issues. A lot of people do not realize that are supporting Obi, do not realize that Obi is actually a disaster. They don't realize that. Yes, evidently, Anambra, for example, if he knows how to improve the economy, Anambra will be generating, during his time, much revenue. If he knows how to improve Nigeria, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, said that next year things are going to go south. Next year, they want to remove fuel subsidy. They are fighting that seriously. Our CPI is up by 60 points. Our inflation is over 20%. The world is still in a pandemic. And then the trade deficits. We are already in a major trade deficit. We don't even have enough dollars to satisfy whatever forex that we need to satisfy to do trade. Obi now says, hey, I want to lift off the restrictions of them.
Of course.
Don't you know that it will lead to inflation? Let me talk now. Make I talk now. Won't it lead to inflation? Won't it lead to inflation? Won't it lead to high cost of many products? Won't it kill local production? Let us talk factually here. Let us not joke here.
At the moment, we already have inflation. It's not as if
there's going to more inflation.
Yes, the restrictions.
It's going to cost more. It's a bad policy. It's a bad policy, Priye. It's a bad policy. You know it's a bad policy. You tell him, since you guys, tell him, contact him and tell him that he should strike that, he should remove, but he can't because he's a businessman. You remember what he did with Anambra State money when they challenged him? Kadari Ahmed challenged him. He admitted round tripping. Let me tell you, hey, Priye, God don't catch you. I remember now.
Yes,
now, guys, to the 706 people here, I want to give you guys a bombshell. So myself and my friend Priye were talking a couple of months ago, offline. She didn't know that I was setting a bait for her.
Yeah, indeed.
Guys, in Canada, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian government awarded a contract to a certain company that has some kind of shares or affiliation. Let me talk. Priye will not let me talk. Priye will not let me talk. Daddy, please let me talk. Priye, let me talk.
On topic, you don't go Canada with a
Priye, let me talk it now. Priye, let me talk it now. Let me talk. Don't worry. So now, guys, listen. Now they wanted to kick out Justin Trudeau. I now spoke with Priye about it. Priye now said yes, they should have kicked him out. She did not know that. Wait now. Wait, now let me finish. She did not know that. I said they should chase him out, Abi. He said, yeah, they should have chased him out. She did not know I was setting trap for her. Please, let me touch now. Please, make I talk. He get reason.
I didn't say that.
Wait now. He get reason why I talk that in, guys, that are listening to me.
All right.
Because
all right.
Daddy, please, I wanted to hit a strong point. Daddy, please, I beg you.
Daddy, please,
let me hit the point. Daddy, please, let me finish this point. Guys,
let me finish it.
Why I said that trap for prayer was because Peter Obi was doing insider trading, using Anambra State money to invest in his personal business. And when he did that, Kadaria Ahmed now asked him. So now that means when this business is making profit, you are getting more money into your pocket. Priye said that, yes, she agreed with me that they should chase Trudeau away. But they are supposed to carry Obi there and there.
They would have.
You see, guys, you see the hypocrisy. When he was...
Listen, if our own politicians can have, if it's that $53,000, we will thank God, but the one that these politicians are stealing is way more, millions of dollars. Well, how is the country going to survive?
All right.
I don't cash out. Now, I don't cash out. You don't know.
You didn't catch me because I said nothing like that. That's untrue.
There's peace. All right. Big shout out to everyone. Team Tinubu that was dominating the Star Wars rose as high as 17,550 stars. Team Obi, they say weak that they are weak. 23,950 stars for Team Peter Obi. They are currently leading with at least 6,000 stars thereabout. Team Peter Obi is leading today. Big shout out to Team Peter Obi. And we have exactly 5 more minutes. And in 5 minutes, I'll be calling out the winner of Star Wars, and then we'll be closing the debates. 5 more minutes.
Daddy, you can go ahead.
Daddy, please.
Yes, go ahead.
No, I have to. Daddy, please. You took 35 minutes of our time, to be honest. I know when we started, if we look at this clock, going back to the video when we started this debate. So if you tell us 5 minutes now, Daddy, please, it's not fair on us now.
No.
You have to give us time.
No, I have given you extra. You people, Priya asked one question that it took people 12 minutes to answer. Actually, you guys have actually taken a lot of time.
But Daddy, please, people are trying to buy stars, so please give them more time to buy stars. That's the most important for them.
Money. I also have to spend time with my beautiful. Let me go and buy.
That I agree. That I agree. For that reason, I agree.
5 more minutes.
I have to speak now. It's my turn. Anyways.
Go ahead. Because they were speaking. That was.
I didn't say anything.
And I kept trying to bring you back. So
no, but I didn't. I just allowed them to finish argument because at the end of the day, they're going off point. You see, let me make.
Oh my gosh!
Last 5 minutes. Allow Musti to start the first 1 minute. Okay. So then, this is time though. I'm timing this time.
So I have 5 minutes, right?
6,000 stars will equate you with Team Obi. 10,000 stars will put you well in the lead. You have 5 minutes, Team Tinubu. No,
thank you very much.
Star Wars 2 weeks back to back. Team Tinubu, you won last week. You can do it again this week. Team Obi, it is your turn. Not let them. See me, they play 2 sides here.
Where is Priya? I want Priya to be here when we're talking this. The Priya.
I just buy 10,000 now.
Let's be realistic. You know, we've had the phone. You have been jabbing, but let's be realistic. APC, PDP, Labour Party. We'll talk about structure. You see, what I want our audience on this live to understand what I want the audience and the people, Nigerian people, to understand is one important thing. Regardless, we're all Nigerians. Somebody has to lead us, regardless who it's going to be. If Peter Obi comes to power today, mashallah, we'll work with Peter Obi. If Asiwaju comes, we have no choice, which is really sad, but we have no choice. We'll work with Asiwaju. If Atiku comes in, everybody's going to be happy to work with PDP. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is this. When we talk about structure, okay, it's not that we're not saying Peter Obi does not have followers. And let's be realistic with ourselves. We don't need to just rabble around these things. There are rules and regulations for you to play this game, okay? And when you if you look at politics in Nigeria, first of all, you have 3 people contesting, 3 major candidates, one from the north, one from the west, and one from the east. If you look at the way politics is divided in Nigeria, it's between north and south, okay? Now, I'm not saying because I'm a northerner. As I said, I'm a Nigerian because my mother is from the east. I'm from the north. My father's from the north. But let's be realistic. Asiwaju has contributed his own to this government. Whether it's bad, whether it's good, at the end of the day, Nigeria is in a mess. It's affecting you, all of us here. Whether we're PDP, APC, the immigration in America doesn't care whether you're APC, PDP, or Labour Party. They know you're a Nigerian, period. So I think it's high time we set our differences aside, vote for who, campaign for your candidate, vote for your candidate. If your candidate win, may the best man win, as far as I'm concerned. But I know PDP will win because first of all, we have structure, we have 11 million votes in our pocket. We're working more for more votes.
13.65 million.
No, I can't give you the exact number, but I know we have that, okay? But as I said, we should always remember one thing. We are Nigerians first. This problem is affecting everybody, whether APC, PDP, OP, MPP, whatever. It's we, it's the common man that is suffering this thing. So it's even the rich people is affecting them. Because if you go to Dubai now as a rich man, you enter a hotel, you understand? Not the government person, as just a normal Joe Schmo, and you are staying in a 5-star hotel, they say, look at them, they are thieves, they are here. They're not going to say, oh, this Mr. Alpha is PDP, so he's a thief. They'll say he's a Nigerian. So right now, the biggest problem that is plaguing Nigeria is, first, number 1, unity. We're highly divided. Number 2, insecurity. Number 3, economy. You understand? You cannot grow your IGR or build a better economy if we're not unified. It's the truth. If we don't have security, you can't go to the farm. Actually, you're talking about Bado and all that. How can you do that, Bado, when you cannot go to the farm? It's not possible. So let's be realistic with ourselves. We might be in different political parties. We might have different political ideologies. But what we want is for our country to be better. Peter Obi, yes, is someone I respect a lot. He was in my party before. Doesn't because he's not in my party now, I'll say he's a bad person or he cannot rule Nigeria. He's capable of ruling Nigeria. I'm not saying he's not capable of ruling Nigeria. Asiwaju is capable of ruling Nigeria. He's a politician. You understand? But the truth about it, you cannot tell us to vote APC when APC has killed us already. If Asiwaju was in another party, that would have been a different thing. But you're telling Nigerians to vote APC that has killed Nigeria. You understand? And all these things that we are attributing to everybody else, nobody can really pinpoint. So my dear Nigerians and my co-debaters, we should all work together as a team and make Nigeria a better place by voting the best man, which is definitely the Atiku, but I don't want to go into argument because it's a closing
Thank you very much, sir, for your epistle. Please give me 2 minutes, I beg you. Thank you for your epistle, sir. It was a very beautiful lullaby, sir. So now, it's a lullaby, sir. Now, lullaby, sir. Now, you know, guys, I said that they are going to make another hypocritical statement. PDP and PDP light. They have said another one now. How will a Team Atiku be talking about unity? Does he know the meaning of unity? Does he understand the meaning of unity? When they did that rally that they were chanting Obi in the stadium because we don't want to talk. They were chanting Obi Kererenke in the stadium. Do you know that about 40% of the PDP governors were not there? And you are talking about unity? Someone that cannot even abide by his party's constitution wants to abide by Nigeria's. If he gets there, hey, we go hear him.
What are you talking
Now,
about, Bogoli?
he talk
Bogoli, what are you talking about?
you will not understand what I'm talking about now. Now, he talk about Agbado. Is it for Agbado? Is it for Gari? Is it for beans? Is it for Ewandudu? That is diversification of the economy there. We are talking about diversification of the economy. Do you know how much corn is selling? Corn is selling for $7 per bushel.
How can you achieve it with insecurity? How? With insecurity, how?
Hold on, sir. Sir,
How?
that is, let me
Explain
finish.
that.
You see, it's because, you see,
No, explain
PDP
how
don't
do you,
understand
how do you
all these
achieve
things.
that? How do you achieve
PDP
that?
don't understand. Let me pray my 2 minutes never finish, I beg. Pray my 2 never finish, I beg. Don't give me 1 minute. Let me explain something. This is not about partisanship or bipartisanship here. Since Buhari has come in on board, Nigeria's corn production has doubled. Nigeria has a low yield per hectare. Nigeria is doing about 1.7 metric tons per hectare. South Africa has the highest in Africa, 4.9. Ethiopia has 4.2. That is, we are trying to target that. Nigeria still imports about 20% of the corn that it uses. Every day in Nigeria, children are eating complex. And you're telling me Agbado. Agbado that they are using to revolutionize economies around the world. Cassava, imagine Nigeria using the Naira to commodify cassava.
How? How? How do you want to do that?
I have not heard these things from your principal.
It doesn't exist.
Agbado, give them
It doesn't
Agbado.
exist.
Give them Agbado. Give them. See, let me tell you something. That is why Asiwaju supporters are the smartest. That is why Asiwaju supporters are the smartest. If we are smart, there's nothing you can do about it. We are smart. We understand these things. It doesn't need to talk too much for us to understand these things. I rest my case. I rest my case. Obi doesn't know anything about agriculture, so I said I will not abuse. I will not talk down on Obi. Obi is inconsequential. I'm facing your elder brother. Shebi saw the crowd he brought at Uyo. Is your elder brother? I'm not facing your elder brother.
You see?
So, elder brother, what are you saying?
You have to be pragmatic. Look, please.
PDP Pro Max.
PDP Pro Max all the time. Asiwaju, be pragmatic. All this thing you are saying, you are building a fairy tale.
You said the corn production has doubled. How has it doubled when the farmers can't go to the farm? Okay, fine.
Time up.
Daddy, please, I beg. Daddy, please give us 1 minute. I beg.
Time up.
I haven't said 1 minute.
Thank you.
Like 2 minutes.
I go still want talk. What do they call that? Your thing.
Closing remarks.
Black mentor don't enter. Oh, I can't. Black mentor don't enter. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Atiku is in the game all of a sudden from nowhere. Atiku is in the game. Hey, Black mentor no say they don't scatter today down. He just they come back to back. Does he even have hope? Oh my goodness. Black mentor left the conference. I was hoping he will not come so that Tinubu can at least win. But Peter Obi don't come win. Oh, Black mentor don't enter this market. Oh, wahala deu. Hey.
So give us time. I mean, what Black mentor?
Jump straight to number 1.
Please, Black mentor.
Black mentor buyer. But sadly, star don't full ground everywhere. So although Black mentor is the highest star buyer with 12,500 stars, Peter Obi is on about 30,000 stars right now, and Asiwaju is on about 17,000 stars. So Black mentor, oh my goodness, he has jumped to 70. Black mentor has overtaken Asiwaju.
Oh, you are playing with Atiku. You are playing with Atiku.
52%. 13.65 million.
Listen, Obi
votes already.
Agree. make una no agree. Obi, don't let black mentor do this to you. Atiku cannot come from no. This is how they always do. They will not attend debate but still win Star Wars. Obi, bring your guns. Obi, bring your bulletproof. Obi, mo go the street. In fact, I'm rooting for you people today.
You cannot compare, Freeze, you cannot compare a Peugeot and a tractor. It's not possible. How is it possible?
Black on 20,000 stars now. Chasing Obi. You know what? While you guys have your few minutes to round off and shoot your parting shots, I will allow Black Mentor injury time. 1 minute. Can you actually win today? This is a possibility.
Thank you very much for giving us. Thank you very much for giving us time, please. Thank you.
I haven't had a chance to speak. I haven't. The last time you spoke, Bongoli spoke, and I would start this particular end session because I haven't had a chance to speak as much as I should. Now, all my fellow Nigerians, as you watch this live, I believe that most of us here are very, very learned, and you know the truth when you see it. You have the spirit of discernment, and you know the truth when you see it. Please do not be deceived by the antics of PDP and APC. PDP and APC, they have evidence of their poor performance, and they cannot do any better than what they've already done in the past. And APC, in APC's case, the current situation. The same parties are involved in oil theft. The same parties cannot publicly even acknowledge when someone is murdered. For PDP, the person in charge of their chair, their council, the chairman of their council is the governor of the state where Deborah was murdered in broad daylight. And this particular crime was concealed.
Don't go there now, Pire, don't go there. Pire, that's the cheap. Pire, this is how you lose election. This is how you lose, Pire, this is how you lose election. You are just, you know what, you are shooting yourself on the foot. You are shooting, this is how you lose elections. Pire, don't go to all these cheap, these are cheap accusations. Let's talk serious stuff. That's cheap accusations. People are killed every day in Zamfara. People are killed every day in Kanu. People are killed every day in my state in Adamawa. So what are you saying, Pire?
Bottom line is Peter Obi is the winner of the next election because he is the only person engaged in
this time. He's
the only person not canvassing votes by vote buying. His love is organic, and I'm sure many people watching here know what I'm saying.
Who is his deputy? Who is his deputy?
Please avoid transactional politics.
Deputy now, don't be just reading don't read the textbook. Who is his deputy?
In this new era, February 2023, please vote for people.
They are in the textbook.
Across the board because we have good intentions for Nigerians.
Oh God!
Deserve a total.
We have been flying private jet now. Now private jet they use.
That's not the point.
Obi is flying private jet. Obi has been enjoying private jet.
Papa and Pikin, get your PVC. Go to your INEC office.
It's not Obi's time. Obi is a good man, but it's not his time. Let him have build structure. You don't have senator. You don't have governor. You don't have House of Representatives. How can you win?
PVCs, pick up your PVCs unapologetically and come February 2023. Please vote for Peter Obi.
If you don't come to Nigeria to vote, if you don't come to Nigeria to vote, if you don't come to Nigeria pray to vote for Obi, if you don't, you are in trouble. Come to Nigeria and vote. Yes. No vote now. Obi, pray. Let us not be dreaming fairy tale. You know my problem with Peter Obi people. Let me tell you my problem with Peter Obi people. Is that Peter Obi himself, he understands the game. Listen to what he's saying. Peter Obi, your candidate, he understands the game of politics. Listen to all the seminar he has been to. Listen to what he says. You can look. Let me tell you something, Priye. There's fairy tale, but let's go down to politics itself. What is politics?
Well, in your own case, when you keep talking about structure, we have politicians that are telling people to shut up.
How many? I'm not worried about those people. How many?
views
you
and
need.
I have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Musti. I have not heard your candidate's plans. I only see proxies everywhere.
Where are you?
Left, right,
Yeah, and you're
center.
reading computer every day.
No interviews whatsoever. No interviews. Not
You
even
go
to
see the Twitter.
address.
I will send you proof. I will
Come
send
up.
you proof. I will DM you proof.
Explanation, right?
You know, let me tell you something. You see, anytime I argue, right? I argue based on facts. What's happening? Obi is a good candidate. Let me tell you something. Listen to this very carefully. Obi is a good candidate. Is someone that I respect. Not because he was in PDP. No. Obi is a good candidate. The man I'm very correct. But let me tell you what's going on in this game of politics. Right now, Obi is just a spoiler. Because why is he a spoiler? You need, according to INEC's guideline, INEC is the one that will pronounce the winner. This is guideline. Can I finish now? Pray, if you are going to go out of your house now, in America or Canada where you are, you have to take the car keys of your car. Open your door. Open the remote control. Enter your car, start and drive. Abi, am I wrong?
Yeah, I'm not wrong, but
wait now, pray, wait. You know, pray, wait. You are junior PDP. Let me educate you as a senior PDP according to Mongoli. Let me educate. Mongoli say junior PDP. I like PDP.
Nigerians can do it. We are too young to be declared a super. Just had an election, and the person from the newly formed party that is 6-month-old just won the election.
Let me take you back. Go back to 2014. Go back to 2014. Wait now. You don't have enough respect for you. Wait. Go back to 2014. Go back to 2014. How did APC win the election? How did APC? Okay, wait. I'm trying to tell. Wait now. Calm down. It was collation. You can't do more than two-party system. You have to that collation. Now you bring APC to power. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a two-party system. Labour Party is not a spoiler. Labour Party is a spoiler.
Right? That's the connection you're talking about.
Labour Party is a spoiler.
Structure. We will do it the right way according to books because Labour.
How now?
The rule of law. We will continue to mobilize and we will continue to campaign. The hearts of people, not
internet people
will be bragging about backdoor connection and all of that.
Internet people now want mobilize.
Is it
internet? You know this shishi. Why has Obi not go to talk? Why has Obi no? Why is Obi? Why is that? Why is Obi? Wait now. Why Obi don't do rally for Anambra?
Nigerians deserve better.
Wait, no, why Obi don't do rally for Anambra? Answer that question.
The rally timetable just came out. The rally timetable just came out, and he will do his rally on the platform.
Okay, let's hold up for Star Wars. Then we'll continue.
No, I've not spoken. No, I've not spoken. No, Daddy Freeze, I've not spoken. No.
We are still campaigning. Now, why has your own not by the 36 states?
Wait, Daddy Freeze, you can't hear you.
We've got to Adamawa. We've got to ride the Adamawa.
He has not done. It's on the timetable. When the time comes, it will happen.
Wait. You see, today's Star Wars shows how election can play out. Team Tinubu was leading steadily. Team Peter Obi came from nowhere and overtook. So it was a steady Tinubu, Obi. Then Obi people came, pa. So they were clearly in the lead. Out of nowhere, the great Joseph Nantoma, the Black Tormentor, came at 82,000 stars. Right now, Team Tinubu has dropped out of the race. In this particular Star Wars, they have dropped and they've got now.
Next
We
week.
are on the count because they get one guy there, Bob Joe Eberechuku, very wicked guy. He just buy 20,000 stars straight. Oh, people know this election can turn in as in this just shows me how life is turning. Prince Akwachi, 17,500 stars. Those number two together, they are already 37,000. Now I sit down and count all those 6,000, 5,000. Obi, you have a chance. Obi, you can do this. You see, Black Mentor is strong on his own. If all of una we get this power, if we just do 10K stars, una go catch this Black Mentor.
They can never. They can never. They can never.
Okay, 5 minutes to the end of the game, and they are leading.
That is priest. Let me
warn you about Team Obi. They know they give up. Inside as the match be, Team Obi still they fire on all cylinders. They're still firing. They're still firing. They're still firing.
Daddy, please leave that thing. Let them all fire. They know all of them don't reach Black Mentor. I'm not telling you we will win this thing.
Daddy, please, when am I talking? No.
I'm not telling you we will win this thing.
I never talk my closing statement.
We now allow Bongoli to talk.
Okay, Bongoli, head.
Who has not spoken? I've been counting stars today. My head not even correct again. Who has spoken?
That's good. That's good.
Please,
for me, I want
counting
to
stars.
my closing comment. My own is my parting comment.
Closing comment, Musti.
My closing comment. I'm not done it all.
So wait till
let Obi do. Let Obi
do. Me. I was interrupted.
Let Obi start. We'll follow the trend. Obi goes first. Asiwaju goes second. Then Musti goes third. We don't close
let's be that way. Let's be that way. No wahala.
1 minute each. Oh yeah.
I know. I won't be up for. I don't talk at all.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no wahala.
Let's close it.
Oh yeah. Pray talk. Don't mind the elder brother. You know, you call the junior brother. Don't mind the elder brother.
I'm not going to pay attention to anything Bongoli is saying now because I'm more concerned about the Nigerians watching. Everybody knows that Nigeria is in a bad state. I'm glad Musti mentioned it earlier, and I'm glad that we recognize that the current state of the nation does not require us to be playing pranks with the lives of people. So please, my closing remarks will be kindly vote Labour Party, Peter Obi of the Labour Party. And why am I saying so? He's the only person engaging with all Nigerians currently, whether within Nigeria or abroad, to find out the problems that are plaguing us. I, for one, can tell you categorically, and I'm a personal testimony that even myself, as I'm in Canada, I am suffering from the effects of the Nigerian economy. I have family back home, and I know that it is beyond all these games, strategy, and politics. Yes, it's good. Yes, it's good to have plans, and that I agree on. But however, we must prioritize what the people are saying. Peter Obi is the only candidate speaking the mind of people and the will of the people. He is the only person that is touching on every problem that is plaguing Nigerians. So please, do not be deceived by manifestos or spokespersons. Do not be deceived by anybody that comes out to say they are speaking on behalf of a candidate. We want to hear from the candidates. We don't need people who are detached. Nigeria is in a current state of emergency. We need somebody who is on ground, who is ready to engage. And Obi is the only person. And I'm glad that obedience out there gets the message. That is why you see this kind of organic support without the falsified structures of, buying, cajoling people, even paying people to come for rallies. No, we have it organically, because how low can we possibly go before we know that we need to do a U-turn from this point? Peter Obi is the only person offering that U-turn. And please kindly vote for him. I already know, based on the polls and that have been conducted around the internet, about who is winning the next election. And Peter Obi is going to win by landslide. However, I would love to appeal to you. Please vote wisely. Get your PVC and vote wisely. Don't be deceived. We cannot be beaten twice by the same set of people. And unfortunately, APC has performed very, very poorly in the last 7 years. And there's nothing Gongoli can do to change that. He can only represent his candidate, but the truth is the failure of APC will continue to rub off on APC as it is now. And PDP too, you can't detach yourself. Unfortunately, Atiku is part of the current political class and people are tired. So please, exercise your vote. Do away with apathy. I know it can get tiring, but if you have your PVC, don't sit on the fence. Put yourself in this conversation and go and vote for the man who will turn things around come 2023. Thank you.
And thank you very much. I want to pray a prayer for Priye that may your life be like the way Peter Obi ran Anambra State, and may my life be like the way that Asiwaju Amebola Tinubu ran Lagos State. Thank you. So that's the prayer I pray for you. I pray that prayer for you. I pray the prayer for you already. Amen. I don't pray. Amen. Amen. I pray the prayer for us. All right. Let me talk now. Oh, you see, let me talk. I pray for you already.
Your life is just going to be like
there's no fight in church, Priye. There's no fight in church. Once you pray, pastor pray, say amen. Go sit and church. Priye, I pray the prayer for you.
Amen.
Priye, let me talk.
God is not a drug dealer. Amen.
You don't want me to talk.
They don't turn this life.
Priye, just pray prayer for you now.
He said amen.
I pray for you.
Daddy Freeze, go ahead.
As in, Omo, of Peter Obi, I have to salute you. 40,000 stars. Prince Akwachi of Team Obi, 20,000 stars. The two of them, 60K. But guess what? Joseph Nantoma, the black mentor, 96K. I've added up everything on Team Obi. They are just touching 80K. Team Obi, you try. You try. You try. Can you chase this guy? We have how many more minutes? Priye has gone. Musti, have you gone?
No, I'm waiting for.
I'm not spoken yet.
No,
Priye did not let me talk.
Gongoli didn't speak.
Priye did not let me talk. I only prayed the prayer for her. That life will be like that of Anambra State during this time. My life will be like Lagos.
All right.
The way Asiwaju left it. That's the prayer. I pray to prayer for ourselves. I pray good prayer for us. Since you are supporting Obi, you should be proud. And then now let me talk. Thank you very much. Daddy Freeze, you see, what was going on today is just a family affair. You don't get involved in family affair. Elder brother and younger brother. So I didn't get involved. Now, from the conversations that we are having, you begin to realize that most of the Obi supporters, like I said, are online, overnight politicians. They don't even understand politicking in itself. They do not understand that politics, elections are a game of numbers. Now, guys, I want to tell you something very, very deep here. This is a political analysis here. Obi is not actually targeting 2023. He's targeting 2027. And do you know why?
That is a lie.
Oh, let me talk here. Let me talk now. Priye, make I talk now. Priye, go, let me miss the point. Make I talk. Guys, listen. Let me talk now. Guys, this is it here. Obi left the PDP, by my analysis here. He left the PDP because Atiku said, I have 11 million votes. Now, Obi left PDP to go and have his own movement. Then see how many million votes he can have. So that he can now come back to the PDP to renegotiate. That I've been able to have 4 million or 3 million or 5 million. So when you bring it down to the south, Daddy Freeze is interrupting me. Daddy Freeze, this is unfair. Daddy Freeze, this is unfair. Let me make my point. Daddy Freeze, let me make my point now.
Let him finish. Oh yeah, you have 1 more minute left.
I'm making an analysis here. It's a political analysis. I might be wrong. All I'm saying is that Atiku said, I have 11 million votes. And he came and said, PDP, give me, I have 11 million votes. And they gave it to him. Obi, on the other hand, didn't have that amount of votes and said, let me go and taste the waters outside. So if I'm coming back to PDP to come and renegotiate, I already have 3 million, 4 million, or 5 million votes. So because he's going to come back to the south, and from the look of things, he's going to come down to the southeast because now North has done it like twice. So that is the calculation here, guys. And guys, Obi na Amolokpe, and Yorubas understand what I'm saying. He's cashing out. People are donating money to him for election that he knows he cannot win. All of us know that Obi cannot win the election. We know. There are some places in Enugu State that they don't even know who Peter Obi is. Guys, that is why you have broom and umbrella. There are rural people and urban people. Rural people vote more than urban people. So you just say vote broom or vote umbrella. Who has time to be looking at mother, child, and children? So guys, with Lagos State, the way Lagos State is, with the plan of Lagos State, looking at Lagos State in general, looking at all the achievements of Asiwaju and Bola Tinubu's administration and the people after him, I think that he is in the best position to take Nigeria to the next level. Look at Lekki Free Trade Zone, a fallow land, and look at now today, it's going to generate over 170,000 jobs and over $200 billion in revenue. And I'm going to leave with this parting song. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand. Daddy Fish, she interrupted me all through my song. Daddy Fish, I'm going to sing it again. Daddy Fish, I'm going to sing it again. Daddy Fish, no, she interrupted me. Daddy Fish, she interrupted me.
It's my turn.
Daddy Fish, she interrupted me. No, let me finish I have to sing my song again. She interrupted me. So all the Asiwaju supporters here on this platform, I want you to keep putting Bola as I'm singing this song and sing along with me. On your mandate, we shall stand. Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand. Bola, on your mandate. Bola, on your mandate. Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand.
You people
Thank you very much.
Bongo lives in Texas. He's misleading all of you. He's stay.
You are in Canada too. You are in Canada. You are misleading people. I'm not saying you are misleading people because you are an overnight social media politician. You are a social media politician. You live in Canada. She lives in Canada too. I'm going to see her. I'm going to see her in a couple of weeks. I'm going to see her. You people, I'm going to see her in a couple of weeks in Canada. I'm going to see her in a couple of weeks in Canada. I will snap picture with her and I'll post it. Two of us are going to see her in Canada. Don't let her deceive you. She dey live soft life. Stop. Since you want to go that way.
Oh yeah. Now, mute your mic, Bongoli. Mute your mic, Priye.
I'm not talking again. I'm done.
I give up.
Allow Musti to talk. So far, so good. I've never seen this kind of Star Wars before. Bob Joe Eberechukwu bought 65,000 stars. Prince Akwachi bought 25,000 stars. Together, Team Obi has a total of 1,118 stars. Joseph Nantoma has 109,000. Team Obi from nowhere have not only caught up with Joseph Nantoma. I'm so proud of Team Obi today, especially led by this gentleman, Bob Joe Eberechukwu. Now, we have only Musti's sign off left as the determinant factor. Can Joseph Nantoma win this for Atiku again? Or this is going to go to Peter Obi, who have worked really hard on this week's edition of Star Wars? We have 2 minutes to decide. The battle is between Joseph Nantoma and Bob Joe Eberechukwu. Bob Joe has the rest of the team of Peter Obi with him. Joseph Natoma is one-man army. But sometimes a forest is made by several trees, even though trees are powerful enough to be forests. Ladies and boys and girls, Musti sign off is a determinant. Over to you. The moment you sign off, I announce the winner. You have 2 minutes remaining. Joseph Nantoma has caught up, overtaken. Atiku, over to you. Joseph Nantoma now has 120,000 stars. Sign off.
I don't sign off. We don't win Star Wars. I don't sign off. We want Star Wars. Good night, everybody. God bless Nigeria. God bless all our audiences.
Not so quick. Don't put yourself in the foot. Because
What a way.
as you were speaking, these people are now on. He has now bought 78,000 plus 78, 430. 130 versus 126. Team Obi is actually leading. So I think you should sign off.
No, I'm not signing off. So I'll let me give my 2 minutes. No, I have my 2 minutes.
We don't win.
It's in politics. It's politics. No, it's politics. No. This is politics. I have my 2 minutes. That is true. I'm entitled to my 2 minutes. I'm entitled to my 2 minutes. I am delaying my. No, I'm entitled to my 2 minutes. No, I'm entitled to my 2 minutes. I'm entitled to my 2 minutes. So, what? Daddy Freeze, can I go ahead?
It's your 2 minutes. You better relinquish it or you have it.
No, I'm going ahead. Why would I relinquish my 2 minutes? We are playing politics now. That's to show you how we are going to win in 2023. Anyway, so
Antoma, you have 2 minutes to catch up.
So Daddy, please, you are chopping my time. You have my time for me. Oh. That's the truth.
Your time now, my friend.
Start my time, make I know.
And the moment
he's not being honest like Atiku now. Atiku and IU, they are national chairman. What do you expect? It's PDP now.
Okay, can I start?
Now, let me warn your team. Team Obi is clearly in the lead now.
No problem. What Joseph Nantomo, the black tomato, will do? Just within these 2 minutes. Watch in 2 minutes. What the black tomato will do?
Be the magic, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Okay, I'm going to say something.
PDP the money.
No, what I'm going to say, you are interrupting me now. I'll collect my 2 minutes. So stop interrupting me. Anyway, so let the truth be told, and I'm going to say it in a very plain and simple English that everybody will understand. Peter Obi, it's not your time. This is not your time now. So work for 2027. Inshallah, you might get it, if possible. Build a structure, get a structure. You can't win this election without a structure. It never works. This is not Libya. This is not Senegal. This is not Chad. This is Nigeria. 200 over million people. You must have a structure to win election. If you like, we're going to speak English, read computer, cram a notebook, cram encyclopedia. That's the way it is. So I don't have to waste my time. But let me face Tinubu. This is my opponent, Asiwaju. How can you tell Nigerians that APC should rescue Nigerians from APC? How is that possible? Really, you now, to be honest to yourself, what is happening in Nigeria with insecurity, highly divided economy, everything is messed up completely. And you are not telling us to vote that same party for 2020. It's not possible. So I only tell you that Atiku is just but a man, but Atiku is a politician. PDP has a structure. We've built a structure over 16, or let me just say 16 plus 7, 23 years. we've built a structure. We're the biggest party in Africa, especially West Africa. There's no way you can defeat us. It's not possible, except you rig it. And I'm telling you, even the incumbents today are not going to rig. They are going to let this game play. We will beat you guys fairly. We will beat you with a margin that you cannot even. APC will be dead by 2027. Maybe it will now be PDP versus Peter Obi. You understand? Just like what's going on with Star Wars now. This is just a clear indication that APC has come to the end of the road.
This time.
So we will beat you squarely. Peter Obi is coming in 20. Peter is getting ready in 2027. He doesn't have a
Peter
structure.
Obi is 2039. Peter Obi is 2039.
No, I can give you 2027. I can give 2027, but not
no,
2023.
Peter Obi is 2039. 2039 is the calculation.
Asiwaju, you've enjoyed your time.
2039.
Peter
Obi is 2039. You come back in 2039.
So, let me tell you something. PDP, God bless Nigeria, God bless Atiku, God bless PDP. Good night, everyone. You're my sister, I love you. Bongoli, have a good night.
My bros, it's too much. My bros, it's too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big shout out to Joseph Nantoma of Team Atiku. He did not win. Team Obi!
Now, Joro, you do. This one now, Joro. Now, Joro.
Congratulations, Team Obi. Congratulations, Team Obi.
The structure are the people. The structure are the people.
Today, you know, I hear Team Obi. Jeez. If una carry, listen, Team Obi, all I need from you guys is this mentality. What you una do for Star Wars? No could I go do one for election?
When how do you do them now? How?
They are going. We have seen ASU is calling on strike. ASU is calling on strike. Daddy, please. With all due respect, ASU is calling on strike by Friday. Mass by Friday, ASU call on strike. They will be in school. They are living in Lagos. Their school is in Ekiti. Come and vote.
I do not agree with you. Wait.
Hold on.
ASU is